Imagine a world where we play bad video games. Imagine no longer. What's up, guys? How you doing? Hey, bestie. What's up? Hey, Satellite Sun. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Friday. We made it. How's it going? Oh, man. I don't know about all y'all. You would do that, wouldn't you? I don't know about all y'all. I might be in the minority on this one, but this week just crawled. This was like the longest week ever for me. Like, work felt like it took forever, and just everything going on and stuff. Streams are fun. Had a lot of fun streams. Yeah, this has been a long week. So, but we're here. We made it. We're doing Indie Variety Night tonight. We're checking out many promising video games tonight, like Alder's Blood. I don't actually know a whole lot about this one. The developers sent me a key for the full version, so we get to try the whole thing. I know we talked about it a bit on Discord, and one of our members gave the demo a try and didn't really care for it very much. But we have some high hopes that the full version might be a more fulfilling experience, but we'll see. I don't really know a whole lot about this one. I looked at the store page, and it's apparently a like kind of strategy RPG where humans have killed God. It turns out that wasn't really the best idea. So we're gonna give this one a good long look tonight, but I intend to get to other games tonight as well. We're actually gonna fulfill a Dragon Coin request tonight. After we're done with Alder's Blood, we're gonna take a look at a little indie game called Maiden Spell, which is a kind of versus bullet hell sort of thing. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this works. This is the aftermath of like every JRPG where you kill God. Yes. Everybody's eyes shrink down to normal proportions. They grow facial hair. Yeah, you know, the aftermath of every JRPG. Think I'll enjoy it. Yeah, it's gonna be the demo. I was hoping for a sale or something on the game, but they do have a demo, so we'll check out the demo and see how that plays. And then if we still have time, who knows what we'll do. It could be anything. Peach, what's up? How you doing? Without God, there is no anime. Makes you think. Oh, man. Cool. Also, hello, Paradigmic. How you doing? Yeah. I see no reason to wait any longer. Let's get started. I guess the only other thing is tomorrow night we are ending the vote for our next Saturday game. Which you can vote right now using Dragon Coins if you'd like to have a say in that. Our options right now are Shining Force 2, Final Fantasy Legend 3, or the original Devil May Cry. So, and we're finishing the Ring Terror's Realm on Dreamcast tomorrow night. So our next game will be starting soon. So. And then the vote for our next Monday game we'll start on Monday, actually. I don't want to wait any longer for that one. I'm really excited about our options. Our next Monday game after Hitman 2 is going to be a retro PC game. I believe all 3 of our nominations are from before 2000. So, we're excited about that. Yes, I am definitely gonna check out the tutorial of this one. I got an achievement already.
Is there a crime more reviled than the slaughter of kin? What about the slaughter of a god? The rotting corpse of our father curses these lands. It must be done. I will reckon with the consequences in time. Finally, my search leads me to a hilltop riddled with shrines. The crown. This is where it all ends.
That sounds like it's going to be a very short game, then. Downed enemies can be removed from combat via banishing. They will be instantly eliminated, but the hunter who performs the ritual will take on a degree of corruption. Narrator's trying so hard. If you work in voiceover...
At last, the crown is in sight. My journey's end draws near. Just a stretch more road to take, along with the lives of the last few creatures she hides. Then we shall rest, Father. Then we shall have peace.
You work in voiceover, you start to really hear the difference between people who can naturally do like a deep gravelly voice and the people that have to put it on. So, I mean, I think this guy's doing a fine job, but... to move Duke, select any space within the standard movement range represented by the white outline. As long as you move within the standard movement range, Duke will not tire himself. Duke can move freely, making as many adjustments as desired, so long as he does not exceed the white border of his movement range. However, every node he travels decreases the remaining number of nodes in his range by 1. So he can wander like all around his movement range if you want. I see. So, whoa, this is actually like hex grid. That's interesting. Can we do a little meandering? Oh, okay, it really wants me to move to that spot.
Be wise to avoid unwanted attention. These patches of tall
Very
grass
stylish,
should
yes,
conceal me
I
well
agree.
enough.
Moving through tall grass or bushes hides hunters from enemy sight. This special type of terrain is highlighted purple on hover, grants concealment. But beware, only silent actions will keep hunters hidden, even in concealment. Clever hunters surmount overwhelming odds on the battlefield by the virtue of tactical concealment. Moving to the bushes will require Duke to move further than his movement stat would allow. This is the extra movement rate. Moving outside the highlighted white outline will start to remove stamina tabs. The further you move, the more stamina tabs it will cost. Hunters with a large stamina stat will naturally be better at traversing in the extra movement range, as diminishing returns the more it is used. So that's interesting. So you have your normal movement range and then... yeah, okay.
One clean shot should put the creature down, albeit loudly. I pray none of its allies lurk nearby.
What is it, I wonder? Initiate range combat, select the corresponding ability on the ability bar. It opens a targeting menu, highlighting available targets within range and line of sight. The burning blood of the hunter's line grants them uncanny focus and reflexes, and a shot that a hunter makes in battle will never miss its mark. Interesting. Okay, so this definitely is an XCOM. Select the enemy when you want to target and open fire with the shoot button. Most ranged weapons are loud and will alert enemies within a certain radius of your position. The audible radius for each weapon is found on the ability description beside the sound icon. Supernatural fanfiction. All supernatural stories are fanfiction. How's that for a hot take? Alright, loud shot. Does 100 to 120 damage, and then does a cheers with 40. 7 hex audible range, 15 hex normal range, 1 tab stamina cost. A thundering and powerful shot. Okay, I'm sure they'll teach us how to use Pebble soon. It's a young shrieker. Oh, gross. It looks like something from Eldritch. No, not Eldritch. Sundered. Eldritch Edition. Oh, so you don't have to click on me, just go down here and click shoot. Kaboom. Annihilated. Oh, hi.
Curses. The wind wheels against me. Any closer and this brute will catch my scent. Perhaps, if I'm swift, I can make enough ground to shake the trail before he finds it.
When moving through the battlefield, always mind the wind direction. Hunter's scents are carried on the wind, so it's best to keep downwind. I have never played a game where you had to keep track of your stench. Any idle monster who discovers a hunter's scent will immediately become alerted and investigate the source of the smell on its next turn. A word to the wise, beastly noses are keen and cruel. If a monster thinks to sniff you out, you'd best be on your way swiftly. So it seems like every time I move past this range, it's only using... Oh, I see. So on the cursor, so moving here does whatever. I guess that's showing line of sight. You see there's 1 stamina tab shown on the indicator of where I'll move now. Up here, it turns into 2 stamina tabs.
Another one. Could it be they're drawn to your corpse? No matter. These beasts are simple. A thrown pebble would distract them enough to sneak past.
Throwing a pebble can change the direction of idle enemies. Monsters caught in the area of effect will hear its impact, turn in that direction, and investigate it on their next turn. There's no limit to the number of pebbles you can use. Hunters can grab them from the ground. Alerted enemies will ignore pebbles. And then we throw it over here. What? Nice. Now we're just burning all the stamina tabs. This path grows unpredictable the farther it ascends. Best catch my breath while I have the chance. This definitely has a style to it. I really like the way it looks. Click the end turn button. Was that all one turn? Oh my god, I think it was. Oh? Larry, was that you? Wasn't me. I heard something over here.
Almost to the top. This clearing swarms with fiends. Perhaps a quiet approach is ideal. I should ready my blade before moving in.
This is a kind of Moscato that we get sometimes. It is so absurdly sweet. Love sweet wines. Hunters can carry 2 weapons on any mission, 1 large weapon and a sidearm. They can switch between these freely at any time. Employing a variety of combat options allows hunters to solve problems more creatively. Keep multiple damage types in rotation and navigate monster resistances and weaknesses. The highlighted weapon. Oh, it's behind my head. It shows Duke's pistol, which is apparently single shot, despite looking like it has a slot for a magazine. And Duke's rapier.
Ah, a fine opening for my rapier. I should press the advantage while its back is exposed.
To initiate melee combat, select the corresponding ability on the ability bar. Click on node adjacent to enemy. Attack strain stamina. Attack unaware enemies from behind with a small weapon to perform a backstab. Backstabbing an enemy immediately downs them, draining all their stamina, rendering them vulnerable to banishment. So we'll want to go like right here. So, despite its torso facing, it looks like it's looking off in this. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, that red line is showing its visual range. That's really handy. So it's like, oh, if I want to move over here, it's definitely going to see you. That way there's no question whether or not you have to, whether or not you're going to be spotted or not. What's up, Toast? How you doing, buddy?
My ambush has brought the beast to its knees. It is vulnerable to banishing. Not the most elegant solution, but I have little choice.
Downed enemies can be banished from the physical plane by the invocation of an old hunter's right. To do this, first move to node adjacent, select banish for the ability. Be careful as action drains 3 tabs of stamina. Rush of power to be sure, but power corrupts, and wise hunters know that such victories always come with a cost. Well, that was interesting.
My skin crawls. Such rituals invoke the darkness too intimately for my liking. But the deed is done, and my destination is close at hand.
Cool. It's just a circle of rocks, dude.
Finally, the summit. I'm here at long last, Father.
Hey, our Dominic, what's up, buddy? Plot time. Oh, hello. Whoa. I think I saw a bunch of stuff that's supposed to stay on the inside. Welcome to Alder's Blood. We're in. Greetings, Hunter. Welcome to the Cradle, and welcome to Alder's Blood. From here on out, you'll play as Chief, leader of a small hunting company. Your party is loyal to you, and they will place their lives in your hands. It will be by the virtue of your orders, whether they find valor or death on the battlefield. It's 3 months ago when Duke left. Suddenly, without word, note, or warning. We don't know why, but we know this land is cruel. He won't make it far on his own, and I won't lose him now. For weeks, we've stalked his tracks, and they led us to a desolate hill in the Exile's Waste, a place called the Crown. What did Duke hope to find here, other than a pile of weathered stones?
Chief?
Set up camp here, Chief? Yes, but send Renoir out on lookout duty. We are strangers in the Waste, and we don't need any surprises. How's Hugo?
Damn it.
Damn it. Well, that's certainly not the answer I wanted. Not good, Chief. The corruption spreads within him, but he's still with us. Keep an eye on him for me, all right?
Aye.
Will do, Chief. Region view. Your caravan of hunters will travel the land through various regions, towns, and wilds. Right now, your party wanders the Exile's Waste. A long day's journey lies behind you and a litany of unknowns ahead. Be wise to set up camp before making any more ground. Click the camp button in the bottom left corner of the screen. Well, this is very pretty. All right, I'm curious. What is all this? We have silver, food, hunting materials. I like that they use a fish hook for that. Mechanical parts, ritual ingredients, crafting points generated by hunters assigned to a crafting task when camping. Current turn. Those are the options. Behind my head, there's the codex and faction loyalty. In fact, you know what? Let me go ahead and move this right now. I'll make it easier because it looks like they're going to be using the lower right corner quite a bit. Equipment, embark. We should camp. Ooh, okay. The hunter's work is never done. Even while camping, your party will stay vigilant. You can manage them to complete camp tasks. There are many crucial and beneficial duties that hunters may perform during this time, including guarding, resource scavenging, crafting, and mending their wounds. If you want to adjust work assignments, visit the job board. Let's see. Okay, so we got Renoir Dossett, Maxwell Blair, Hugo Devitt, and Ethan Gregg. Hunter's party, wait a day, sacrifice. Crafting wagon, camping tasks. Quite mustachioed party. How do you expect to fight demons without a mustache of command? Job board is a list of hunters currently in your caravan and what camping tasks they've been assigned. To modify or swap these, click the icon of the job you want to switch. Each task has a unique effect on the campsite. These details are given on the right. For now, go ahead and set Renoir's job to guarding. This will safeguard the camp against enemy ambushes. Let the others rest. The pursuit of Duke has been taxing. The road stretches long ahead in tomorrow's moonlight. So Renoir should guard. Everyone else should rest. So this is going to give us a readout of what's going to happen. So if we let everybody rest and Hugo crafts, we're not going to scavenge anything. No chance of accidents. Food consumed. Ambush chance 48%. Jesus. Hugo knows the fiend that is COVID. Mustaches let you know it's a serious game. Serious game for serious men. There's blood and deep, uninflicted voices. Alright, you're gonna guard. Okay, so that cuts the ambush chance down to 24%. When guarding, we'll have an additional chance to avoid the ambush, but we can still be taken by surprise the first value. So I guess the 48% chance is just the chance we're going to be attacked flat out. It is less than half. But the chance of us being surprised by it is cut down to 24%, I guess. And then you're going to rest, right? Hugo. Right. Do I have a triangle there? Oh, whatever. And now we wait. I love the way this game looks. This art style is fantastic. Alright, they want me to go back out. Talk to Maxwell Blair.
Ready, sir.
Everyone's up and ready, Chief. Good, get them saddled. We will leave for the crown at once.
I am.
Think Duke could still be there? I hope against all hope, my friend. We embark. Ooh, look at this. This is a full map of the continent. From this menu, you can select a destination for the caravan by clicking on a region. Tracking efforts suggest that Duke has made his way to the crown. As your next objective, set a course to begin the journey. Keep in mind, traveling such distances is no trivial commitment. Take 1 day to arrive in an adjacent region. No, whoa, I didn't mean to do that. So it seems I can't scroll around here. So we are presently at the Exile's Wastes. Exiles are the lowest caste of humans in society, or precisely outside of society. Possess no rights and bear no duties for the common good. Despite their name, the Exile's Wastes are not ruled over, nor even inhabited by exiles. When a citizen is condemned to exile, he or she is thrown out in the waste to wander in solitary penance. This function alone inspired the region's current name. Endless mountains and hills stretch in every direction towards the horizon, said to be the graves of a long-dead kingdom. But no one seems to know or care much about their history now. Cheery! I feel the music is a little too loud. Can you turn it down about 5%? I absolutely can, yes. Music volume. Let's sit it about there, maybe? A little bit more. Cavern of Whispers, Moorlands, Barca's Encampment, Yonbosk, Paling Manse, the Rattle, the Inn, City Outskirts, the Market. Oh, this must be a city up here. What's up, Obsol? Yes. The true content we came for. The options screen. Now all you old Total Biscuit fans are just gagging for it. The Crown. The tallest hill and highest point in the Exile's Waste is known as the Crown. Rings of ancient monoliths adorn its peak. Countless fables and folk tales recall forbidden rituals at the summit. Outsiders are frightened of it. They use it as a landmark to navigate through the waste, but typically keep a wide berth when traveling past. It's unclear whether the fear came before the stories or the other way around. But now they are one and the same, and the Crown is imprinted as an imposing, accursed sight in the public perception. Some scholars have posited that the Crown's spires are formed not of stone, but of wood. They did kind of look a bit woody. Petrified alder trees, they write, share many key properties of the ancient monoliths. Came because I'm out of gummy bears, cookies, ice cream, popsicles. Lord Sloth. I'm so sad. I'm so sad for you. I had to eat applesauce. My God. How should anybody be brought so low? We kind of need to make a gimmicky indie game that's nothing but a labyrinthine maze of settings options. That could be kind of cool. Where's the go button? Oh. For some reason, those rectangles are not registering as buttons to me. Our party of forerunners will consume 12 food during travel. Makes me think a sorcery stream would be fun. Sorcery would be fun. I played it Is that Duke? I played sorcery a little bit on my phone. I would totally be willing to play through that for a stream. I have never been a fan of applesauce. Ooh, too soon. Too soon, Chief. Could have said anything other than I.
Chief.
What? Who? It's me, Chief. You, by the father, what happened to you? Ethan, Maxwell, get under his arms. We gotta get him out of here. Tired. Orders unceasing. A few hours later. They should look into making candied almonds. That would be good. That would be really good. We typically don't keep a whole lot of snacks or sweets in the house, but to increase morale among the children and myself, we've been picking up stuff like Chips Ahoy and Milanos. We got a bunch of peanuts and chips right now. We're fully stocked on Pringles. All kinds of exotic flavors. Duke is a Zatoichi. Hey, Silver Mike. Hard to look at the hollow shell that Duke has become, once the greatest of our kin, now broken blind man. What horrors rendered his condition so? What fools let him ride out alone?
Chief.
Chief, I have to say I'm impressed, Chief. How did you find me all the way out here? Why did you leave, Duke?
Yes.
Yes. Why, Duke? Why did you do this? Yes. Hasn't anyone ever told you it's unkind to answer a question with a question? Yes, you did. We could have helped you. Why did you go alone?
No.
No. Chief. You couldn't have helped me. You are not ready. Obviously you were.
I don't think so.
Bound by your loyalties, your responsibilities, duties to protect the humans who despise us and defend a world that plots against us. Oh, are we like witchers? Tell me, Chief, has it ever dawned on you that we might hold a higher purpose? Our old duties were but a distraction.
Master Hunters.
Hi. Charles Hill, what's up, buddy? Help, help, Master Hunters, please come quick. They're almost upon us. Charles, what is it? Speak clear, boy. Beasts have attacked. The inn, King's Rest, near the crossroads. Go, brother. Your duties await you. You're coming with me. And what use am I in this sorry state? You're part of this family whether you like it or not. I won't leave behind my own.
Dear sirs.
May or may not have talked boyfriend into ordering a cookie brown. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm gonna make some brownies. I haven't had brownies in ages. My wife doesn't really care for like really heavy sweets, but I do remember when she was pregnant, she loved brownies. Even when I was making them, she was like, no, I mean, you're gonna eat them all yourself. Like, I don't know why you're doing that. And then I made them and she ate like 3/4 of them. Reminds you of a box of Betty Crocker brownies in your pantry. Oh, sweet. There you go. Tomorrow you have chocolate. No cool sores, no awesome eyes. I bet they came in artifool. Raspberry dark chocolate ice cream in the freezer. Wow. Cookie brownie for Domino's. I didn't even realize they had those. They probably sent me like 1 million emails about them and I just glaze over them. Read that flour mills are running at full capacity. I am legit surprised that people are taking up baking and in the volumes that they are. Like, we've had trouble getting flour. We're stocked on flour now, but we're actually starting to run low on yeast, which is a little concerning. I think we still have enough for a couple weeks, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to get another package because we keep checking the stores and they have none. Red Twitter's on the ride. Oh, hey, Sam Kruger. All right, lead the way, boy. Look at this. This is awesome. Fulfill contract at the inn. Unwelcome guest. Holy cow. Menus, menus, menus. Welcome to the mission briefing. Thank you. It's good to be here. Within this screen, you'll find details for the next mission, its objectives, and potential rewards. On the right, you can select which hunters to include in this mission. You can also quickly access hunters' equipment and change their gear. When you're ready to initiate the mission, click the Start Mission button. Mission type, Assassination. I've had a little bit of practice in this myself lately. Monsters have gathered at the gates of the King's Rest Inn. Even from afar, you can hear the banging of a hammer boarding up the windows. The men and women inside are trapped and they won't stand a chance. We are their only hope. Our rewards are blueprints, silver, hunting materials, experience. Looks like we're gonna send Renoir, Maxwell, and Hugo. It's a hunter's rifle. I thought it was a silenced pistol. Relatively quiet shot, but not completely silent. A hunting blade, hunting knife. Hugo only has a hunter's knife and a cicada. Eat to restore health. Fucking come on. Hugo's corruption is rising. He seems even rarer than flour. Yeah, unfortunately. Could be a lot of people who either start entering baking contests after this over and never try baking again. Actually, I picked up baking when I was in college. I decided it's the dumbest thing in the world. I watched an anime about baking. And I was like, this looks awesome. And I got a cookbook. I got a baking book. Just basic entry-level stuff. And I made a couple bread loaves, dinner rolls. I made a cheddar loaf that was really good. I made, I think, some kind of onion bread or something. That was it. That was it, Peach. Yakitate, Japan. I tried croissants and did a terrible job. I vastly underestimated the difficulty of making croissants. So that was the end of my baking adventures. But then after I got married, we were living here for a while. My wife noticed how expensive bread was and was like, you know what, I want to get a bread machine. I was like, that's a great idea. You should do that. Like my dad used a bread machine a lot too. So she got it and she started making bread and it was all right. And then one night, she was like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this. Like, make bread. I was like, I don't know how to make bread. And she wrote down the recipe for me. And I made it. And it was so good. And like from that point on, making bread was my job. Been making bread for like years now. Hate bread, but yakitake in Japan makes me want to bake it. Yeah. Hands of the sun. Dude, it was an awesome series. It was so much fun. I watched it with my mom, and my mom got super into it too. Let's just, so over here, change equipment, change hunter. Let's just get into it. I'm sure they give us these hunters for a reason. Ammo-dependent weapons will lock one of the wielder's item slots. The beasts are attacking the gate. Quickly, you must go. We won't throw our lives away with a frontal assault. The beasts are many and we are but few. Kill the pack leaders and the rest will disperse. What is Soma? All the same shark jumping the manga did? Is Soma another cooking anime or something? Not a family friend. What is like Shingeki no Soma? Like a mature cooking anime? What would that even look like? See these big ones? They are our quarry. The rest are unimportant. Look, this one's back is exposed. The perfect opportunity to strike. Be sure it doesn't see us or smell us before the moment comes. Being spotted by a monster may trigger a reaction from that monster. If a hunter is spotted while moving, they will immediately stop and the creature's reaction will play out. It could be an attack, or in the case of the Shrieker, a jarring screech that triggers further monster reactions. These pebbles to alter the direction your foes are facing and approach targets from behind. Indicators underneath each monster's feet display their states. Gray is idle, yellow is alert, red is engaged. Little arrows indicate the way each beast is facing. Remember, backstab with a small weapon will down a standard enemy and render them vulnerable to banished. Let's see. Hugo. I've got his attention. I don't really want to banish with Hugo since his corruption is rising. Alright, so this guy is looking off into this weirdly direction. So going to show up with his really pervy imagination sequences during the tastings. Okay. The food looks amazing though. But one of those artists who doesn't care at all how high that they came from doing porn. Let's see. Throwing knives deals light slashing damage to enemies. Slash firm hack with a worn blade and inflicts slash and blunt damage.
Chief?
Renoir has his muffled shot and a hunting net. Throw over enemies pinned in place. This guy has hair flesh. Opens a deep wound. He can eat cicadas. Good. Hugo, I'm glad we have you on the team. Alright, so we're gonna slash this dude.
It's already dead.
It's already dead. He doesn't have enough stamina to banish.
Ready, sir.
Well, I guess Hugo's gonna take one for the team, man. Or maybe not. So hang on a second, hang on.
Ready, sir.
If Renoir gets up here, maybe he can't do it either. Well, I'm gonna screw this up.
Hiding.
Yeah. Go get into cover. If it's downed, when does it get back up?
Here.
Can we stab it a bunch?
Going for a kill.
Characters inflicted with bleed will lose 20 HP at the beginning of each turn. Bleeding combatants are also weak to spirit damage. Cure bleed by applying bandages.
Chief?
Oh, I don't think...
Make a wish.
So make a wish. You need 3 stamina. So I probably could have moved Hugo up. I guess I would have only gotten this option if I was within range. Oh well. What's up, Cold Rolled Steel? I'm gonna intern. Can he do anything? No, he's still down. We're fine.
Huh?
I mean, realistically, we don't even have to banish it at this point. We can just keep stabbing it. How edgy would you rate this game so far? Not really that edgy. Should be one more, but where is he? Sometimes finishing the mission, you need to finish an objective other than killing monsters. There are 3 objective tags: move, activate, and pick up. Next objective is to move to the point with the shoe icon on it. Just walk towards it and see what happens. So if you're not down, stamina recovers each turn. Yeah, I would not call this edgy. I'd call it brooding, if anything. A scale of 1 to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Now you can't see me.
Now you can't see. Got Shrieker ahead. Their kind may appear unimpressive, but their screeches will alert nearby monsters to our position and draw waves of unwanted attention. It's not our true prey. Distracted and focused on the brawlers. So he's facing that away. I can get you into this bush and hide there.
You have my attention.
We're still kind of upwind from this guy. That's good.
They won't see me there. Ready, sir. Hiding. Getting into cover.
There we go. So we want to get past him. More like Alder's shrubbery. Alright, so he's kind of patrolling, but currently facing this way. He has a wider vision range than the brawlers do.
I'm here, Chief. Ready.
Should be able to make it here.
They won't see me there.
There's the brawler, also looking that way.
I see one, Chief.
I'm an idiot. Now I am downwind from him. So I think we gotta go.
Hiding.
We'll just move on further.
Ready when you are, Chief.
Okay, Maxwell needs his stamina back.
Going into concealment.
Okay. Let's see what happens after this. Did he not find him? Oh, he smelled him. Uh-oh.
Curses.
Curses. Okay, well, we're in trouble. Let's see.
Here.
Alright, Hugo got bit. Shrieker has 80. I have no stamina points. Damn. Okay. So I don't know what he's gonna do. One of the quotes you get found is clever girl.
Chief.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Getting
This
into cover.
might be quiet enough to work.
You are going down.
Oh, we
Toss
got
it
him.
down.
Sweet. Okay.
Make a wish.
Make a wish. I don't know how the hell this is gonna work. Okay, we seem to be out of his visual range. Out of the brawler's visual range. But obviously not the shriekers. Out of curiosity. I don't want to risk that.
Here comes the pain.
You idiot.
Going dark.
Alright, we'll pull him back. That wouldn't kill him. And it would probably alert him to where we are. Stealth XCOM. It is not XCOM. There is no chance to hit. All of your attacks are guaranteed. which I feel like is a huge difference. Note all strategy games are now XCOM. Okay, from that perspective, yes, it is XCOM. Stenchcom, there you go. You did cover that, it's true. Okay, so the Shrieker's gone. Renoir, these guys are out of stamina. I think we're gonna rest right now. So they're alerted. So they're hunting for us. We got some stamina back.
Chief?
Okay. Ah, he needs to reload, damn it.
Here.
Alright. Hugo can get in here and down this guy. Maybe Renoir can banish him? I love Dice Guys randomly kicking in my balls. Hey, Jest. I do too, honestly. I love XCOM and I love Darkest Dungeon. I love it's a genre of game I really enjoy, where you're basically just managing risk. Like, you make the best plan you possibly can, you account for every possible variable, you set it into action, and then you scramble when things inevitably go to shit. I find that very appealing. All right, so I think we should get in here. I think we should get in here and blow this guy up.
Going for a kill.
Okay. He's down. He's bleeding.
I'm here, Chief.
I guess Maxwell can down this one too.
It's
The
already dead.
monsters are all he. Well, I mean, they're grotesque and attracted to weird scents, so I immediately identify with them.
Chief.
Can I just keep stabbing him?
Going for a kill.
Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, I'm so tired.
I'm here, Chief.
Go ahead and finish this guy.
It's already dead. This one's for you, Chief. Chief?
This one's for you, Chief. All right, you go ahead and reload. That guy still has a bunch of health, but I think we can axe him next turn. Yeah, he can't do anything. Oh, these guys didn't get any stamina back because they expended it all last turn. How long do they stay down? Is my question.
Target acquired.
Shoot him. Okay, and then he's out.
Damn.
Oh shit, they got back up. Wow. Holy fuck.
You have my attention.
Hunters who lose all their hit points during a mission will not immediately die. Instead, they enter a waning state in which they may yet be rescued. A waning character cannot be activated, and a counter above their head displays the number of turns remaining until they fully bleed out and die. To revive a waning hunter, move another hunter to an adjacent node and click on the fallen ally. This action costs no stamina and can be performed freely by any hunter. Hunter can only enter the waning state twice during a mission. If they drop to 0 HP a third time, they will die immediately. Okay. Alright, we're still in this. We got this. Okay, well, that was an important thing to know. If you down an enemy, they're out for their next turn. And they'll be back the turn after that. Well done, the leaders are slain. This horde will disperse momentarily. Success! Good work, team. Master Hunters. Slaying enemies who are not listed in mission's objective will strengthen the darkness. What? Avoid non-essential enemies. Knock them down or put them to sleep. What? So I shouldn't have killed those shriekers? That's an interesting twist. Yeah, that would have been good to know. Well, I don't think it really matters for that first mission. There were only 2 optional enemies. And it might not have even counted yet. I'm sure it'll tell me one way or the other. It's a hunter's eternal duty to protect mankind, but a bit of gratitude has never hurt the cause. Your hunting party may receive items, weapons, charms, or resources as rewards for completing missions and quests. Mission rewards can be previewed in the mission briefing window. Hover over the icon for more details. Gained experience. I got blueprint for hunter's pistol, hunting net, double-barreled shotgun, damage 10 to 100. So I guess the chance to hit isn't randomized, but perhaps the damage is. Why don't they want you to kill optional enemies? What was the plot reason for that? It says it strengthens the darkness, but we don't really have a proper explanation for that. Since it popped up just as like a loading screen tip, maybe we're not supposed to know about that yet. It might be something that's going to come up later. Last brawler dead, the remaining vermin fled as expected. Soon afterwards, the in-gate swung open. We were met at the door by the leveled muzzle of a shotgun and the firm scowl of an old crone suggesting she was unafraid to use it. I'd wager it wouldn't have been her first time.
Finally.
She is not crony at all. Ruth Irwin. Finally, someone with a head on his shoulders. Please take this. I won't be needed anymore. Thank you, miss. Shotgun. I cast magic missile in the darkness. The darkness is also cited as what you use to banish. Also true. Now just call me Ruth. Wait, is that Duke?
My lady.
No, he said hello, Ruth.
Yes.
It's a very small annoyance of mine when scenes are voiced, but with these little like random utterances instead of what the characters are actually saying. I get why games do that. It would be insanely expensive to voice an entire game of this scope. So this way you do get the flavor of voiceover without having to break the bank, but personally it's not something I like. Better than Simless and stuff. Just finished the Supernatural season about the darkness, so one of the games I played way back, what was it called? Ash of Gods. It's that one I think it's a Russian game, but it was made in the Banner Saga engine. I really enjoyed it. I have not actually played Banner Saga, but I liked Ash of Gods quite a bit. It is pitch black fantasy. Like, it is some of the grimmest, darkest fantasy I have played. But I guess originally it was voiced all in Russian. So it had no voiceover in English, except for on the party management screen. When you clicked on a character, they would grunt. They go, because apparently that was the only thing they voiced in Russian that wasn't explicitly Russian. So they left it in. I always thought that was hilarious. It's the schlockiest shit. You love it. Dialogue audio choice annoys me most is when JRPG decides to needs to make a typing choice for every single character. Indeed, Ruth has been a friend for many moons. Patched my wounds at times. I can't read tonight. Can't do it. Picked the wrong night to be illiterate. Oh, so Ruth is a friend now, is she? The way I'd tell it, I play more the savior, watching you crawl your way back from every hunt more beaten than the last. Tell me, friend, where'd the wind take you this time? Running about the wilds with no word to your allies. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing this fool back to me. Please rest your legs here. I need a moment to bandage Duke. I dare say he looks worse than I would have imagined. Worse than all of us would have. Floorboards creak as Ruth help. Wow, boy. Y'all can read, right? I'll just sit here and drink. Surely that will help my pronunciation. The floorboards creak as Ruth helps Duke limp out of sight. After a moment, their footsteps pause. Ruth screams, "What do you mean you can't see?" known Duke for years, but after all that's happened today, I feel he's a stranger to me. Did you really hide so much, or did I ask so little? I don't know what to do next. There's a young woman, Cora, that wants to speak with us. Ruth claims she runs the place. An innkeeper hardly older than a child in a place like this is a mad time indeed. All right, crafting time. Ruth entrusted you a double-barreled shotgun. Unfortunately, it's damaged. You can use this opportunity to visit the crafting wagon and repair it. To do so, click the crafting wagon, then the crafting wagon is a hub. Can we operate the crafting wagon to forge new items, weapons, and charms? Craft anything. Hunters need certain resources. Current resource totals can be found at the top left corner of the screen. Mouse over each resource type for more information. Left side of the screen shows your currently held blueprints. Click on blueprint for more details. Yeah, I'm ready to begin. Add this project to your crafting queue with the craft button. This is a list of your active build requests. Start working on the crafting queue. Assign at least 100 a crafting task. Remember the job board panel. You can assign the crafting task there. So decide on thing to do here, and then when your hunters rest, make some of them craft. Got it. You can't rename one of your guys to Ahab. I'm going to be disappointed. You. 10 crafting points, 15 hunting materials, 5 mechanical parts. We got all that. Do it. Back we go. Can you? If I look in here, from this panel, you can view the stats and resistances of your hunting party. Stats change as they level up. Right, you can see any weapons, charms, and items. Selecting a will allow you to modify its contents. Each hunter can equip a large weapon in the primary and a smaller sidearm in the secondary. In order to maximize their alacrity, hunters wear charms in lieu of armor. Charms are small trinkets imbued with powerful effects and bolster hunters' safety. Whenever I hear something like this, I always think of Hellboy and how his trench coat was just like filled with hundreds of charms and magical talismans that he'd collected over his decades of adventures. And I would think about that every single time he just gets like punched in the fucking face by a lizard man or something. It's like, all that shit's not helping you now, is it? As hunters rise in level, they gain more charm slots. An equipped charm cannot be unequipped, but it can be replaced by a new charm. I'm sorry, what? Cannot be unequipped. The original charm will be consumed in this process. Odd choice, but okay. I have to assume they're balanced with that in mind. Items often make key difference between wise and foolish hunters. And general tools for the hunt. Medical supplies, throwing knives. Read item descriptions. When a hunter depletes all of an item's charges on a mission, that item is immediately consumed. So, Renoir. 100 hit points. Level 1. 40 stamina. 6 movement. Oh, he's carrying a heavy weapon, though. So it's restricted by 2. 10 vision. 1 item slot. He's ammo dependent, so that takes up a slot. His smell range. The detectable range of a hunter's odor increased by his firearm. Corruption negligible. What's this? Edit hunter appearance. I can edit his... Okay, I can't change his name. That's cool. I'm not going to do that tonight because I don't think we're going to be sticking with this one for a super long time. But yes, smell range 6. Resistances: slash, blunt, stab, shot, spirit, curse, chemical, light. Huh. He's lucky. He has a heavy weapon. Oh, cool. So all of these effects that are affecting his statistics are also listed down here. This is the full hunter list. His rifle, his knife, and his net. Cool. All right. I think we wanted to go back. Go ahead and talk. Thank you. Many thanks to you, good sir. I wish I had a more fitting reward, but oh bother. Where is that damn rifle? I think I already have it. Lady Ruth gave it to me. Ah, yes, Ruth. Nasty woman. Without her, we'd never have made it until your help arrived. Who is she exactly? She has the look of a noble, but I'd never heard of a lady using a gun. Don't get out much, do you, Chief? I shouldn't say too much behind her back. Just know she puts up a harsh mask. Underneath it all, she's a caring sort. She's a skilled healer, and she's always a great help to us outsiders should we find ourselves sick or wounded. Welcome to Act 1. We made it. Though I bear no illusions that we're somehow past the tutorial phase. Over the next few days at the inn, Cora doesn't mind. I think she feels safer with us guarding the place. Duke is looking better. I know we should talk, but to be honest, I don't know where to start. All these new places, people, mysteries, it's a little bit too much, but I have to make a decision about where we go next, and soon.
Chief.
Wow. Duke looks a bit different. We should talk about what happened, why I left, and what I found. Tell me! Let's hear it, man. First, I left alone because I didn't want you to follow me. I thought as much, but why? Why here? Who's Ruth? How much did you decide not to share with us? I wasn't sure how my search would end. Now you see that my worries weren't imagined, although I was expecting more material threats. What do you mean? Does this have anything to do with your old friend? Right, was it?
Yes.
Yes. He was right. We were wasting our time in the wilds wandering without a cause. We helped some people, but in the end, how much did it change? That some outsiders could go another month living in fear until another pack found them? This world is broken. No matter how many beasts we slay, we won't fix it. You thought you found a way. Wright did, and I believed him. He spoke of the beautiful world that once was full of love and passion for living, long ago, when God yet lived. He is no more. And that, my friend, is not entirely true. How so?
That is true.
But you just said... It is true that our God has been dead for as long as we know, but God is not human nor beast, and he cannot simply die without further consequence. So what of his body? That corpse is out there somewhere, rotting away, spreading corruption across the face of the wilds. A curse that gives rise to newborn madness in the dark, so the beasts become more twisted every passing year. Our final hour draws close, Chief. Okay, hold on. Still doesn't explain why you rode out here to the crown. How long ago is this world? No idea. No idea. They haven't really put dates to any of this stuff. I think, or I thought, that that was the location of the carcass. That's what Wright thought as well. We had strong evidence gathered over months of research, and I did find something there in the end. A vile will that took my face in its hands. It showed me things, terrible things, with no sense nor meaning. In return, it took my sight. Not my finest trade, eh? Duke, where's Wright now?
Chief.
Chief, I know what you were thinking. It's not his fault what happened to me, but still you should speak to him. He was a great help to me until the crown. You should find him at the Cavern of Whispers. It's carved into the coast, northwest of here. I would show you on the location on the map, but, you know. It says the game it takes place in 2021. Wait, so how long ago did we kill God, Absol? Did Nishi actually finish the deed? Don't worry, I'll find the way. Stay here and rest. I'll be back soon. All right,
Yes,
small request.
yes.
Master Hunter, please call me Chief.
Chief!
Nietzsche was right. All right, Chief. My old man, while he still breathed, told me many stories of hunters helping people in need. You must not see hunters very often in this region, huh? No, not all. Duke meets with Ruth from time to time, and once the malicious showed up asking questions, methinks you're not welcome by the townsfolk, traveler. Am I wrong? We are exiles, no longer members of society, but I have a feeling you're getting at something. Yeah, of course. Don't get me wrong. We're grateful. My boy is telling me that some beasts still roam near the inn, monsters on the road. Bad for business. I'll take care of it. I have a gift for you on your return. My father's old trinket. Told me that brought him luck. Rewards are always welcome. All right, the shop. Spike trap. Medkit. Ether. Inhale vapors to restore stamina. Food. Bandages. Food. Blueprint for a spike trap. Okay. Thinking we don't need to buy anything. So the equipment screen. Okay, the equipment screen is this screen. Camp. Wow, we are effed up. I guess we'll embark upon the morrow. So we can sacrifice a whole hunter to bolster another one. I want to click on this, see what it says. Hunters know their time in the cradle is short and unforgiving. In order to preserve the knowledge and power of their great thinkers and warriors beyond each mortal shell, ancient hunters wove the thread of death into their rituals. When a hunter's body becomes too burdened by the weight of corruption, they wane and wither honorably, transferring their life energy to bolster a new generation. To commence this rite, choose a hunter to sacrifice and a hunter to bolster. But keep in mind the hunter that sacrifice must have more experience than the hunter that is bolstered. That makes sense. Wow. Interesting. Manage your hunters, pass time, craft, camping tasks. I think we need to camp just so Maxwell can get his shit back together. Alright. You should craft. 0% ambush chance. We can scavenge food. We don't need a craft. He's crafting +5. Alright, we can scavenge up a bunch of food. That's cool. Alright, we'll wait a day. I managed to scavenge the following resource: 12 food. We created a double-barreled shotgun. Cool, good. Maxwell's still not in great shape. So I guess Ethan's gonna be coming out with it. Jesus Christ, this guy has a giant fuck-off axe. I like it, I like it. Renoir has a hunter's rifle, which seems pretty useful. Hugo has a knife. What if we... Yeah. What if we changed that and gave him the shotgun? It would restrict his movement further. Well, let's give it a try. We have a shotgun. He's senseless not to use it. All right, let's embark. What do we got here? So we're here. Cavern of Whispers. He said northwest. Wow, Duke is blinder than I thought. Well, let's go ahead and do the crossroads since they're right here. So this is gonna be, that's gonna be a long ass journey. All right, the meeting place of two main roads: the Gut Wire and the Road of Roses. Could there be two more different names than that? None brave them alone these days. Only convoys and horse-drawn caravans with the firepower and defenses make the journey with no fatalities. Yeah, let's do it. This reminds me a lot of Grim Dawn in terms of style. Scare away the pack threatening the end, but some beasts still lurk nearby. Clear the stragglers. We're gonna change Maxwell out for Ethan. Let me do this. And I like it. I really like that style. Like I love Grim Dawn's world. Grim Dawn is really interesting because it's like a world on the brink of two apocalypses. An infernal one and a like ethereal one, which I find really interesting. I like the setup for this one. It feels to me like it sits somewhere between like Grim Dawn and Blasphemous, both of which had styles I absolutely adored. Okay, so this one's simple. It's kill all enemies. I guess this is showing his wind direction. He is facing that way.
Ready.
So we'll switch the knife. Pair flesh, stamina 2. All right, I'm gonna see if I can. All right, I'm gonna see if I can down this guy with him.
Going in.
And now it's bleeding. Well, actually, we could probably just wait. You could probably just stab it again, couldn't you? But then that would run you out of stamina completely.
Chief?
What'd you just notice? What's up? Same amount. Okay, cool.
Moving.
Yeah, take him out.
You are going down.
All right, that one's gone.
Down.
Prince Devitt.
You have my attention.
Hmm? What is that then?
No one can see me there.
All right, there we go.
Monster. There, Chief.
Monster. What is Prince Devitt? Let's see what they do. Okay. This one's Bit tricky.
Ready.
Okay, so you definitely do not want to run your guys completely out of stamina. That will definitely cause a problem. Oh, it's pro wrestler. Is his portrait like super similar or something? Okay, so if we try to come up on this guy, he's gonna see us. I think for right now, we just want to get everybody into position.
Waiting for orders.
We'll get Renoir.
Going
It's
in.
2 stamina, but that should be fine. Okay, now we can see.
You have my attention.
Oh, so this thing's facing down this way. Okay, so can we... No, that's not gonna work. I guess we could go around this way.
I'm one with the shadow.
Ah, okay. Got his attention.
One with the shadow.
I keep forgetting about the stench. Alright, but that means he's gonna go search down this way. Which...
Ready. They
might
won't
be
see me
okay.
there.
We might be okay. Alright, let's see what happens. That one's searching now. That's perfect, actually. Uh-oh.
Damn you.
Damn you. Ow. So it does health and stamina damage. Alright, you have to be really, really careful about the smell radius stuff in this, or you are doomed.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, you have this. Can you hit this? No, he's behind cover.
You have my attention.
He can get this guy, I think. What I want to know is, can you obliterate this guy?
4 or 5.
Not completely. Now he's out of stamina. So we need to save him. This guy still doesn't know what's up. Yeah, so okay.
Ready, sir.
I've got a plan. I have an idea of what to do.
Target acquired.
As much as I would love to take this thing out, we need to go get over there and help him.
You have my attention. Going.
So Hugo's gonna put this guy down.
Going in.
Okay, I guess if they're alerted... Well, that sucks. I guess if they're alerted, then
Ready, sir.
that doesn't work out so well. I need to hit that guy. What is the range on this? 10 squares.
Relocating.
Yeah, we know. Okay.
Attacking. That one's dead.
Well, it would have been better to do the first time, but...
You have my
I think
attention.
we're pretty much out of options here.
Chief?
Over an hour in on game 1, dang. Ow.
Damn it.
Oh, and that cleaned out his stamina. Oh, that's brutal. That is particularly brutal. If they find you and they bottom out your stamina, you won't get it back. So I only have one guy that can do something right now. Damn. And he only has 1 stamina. Oh my god, these guys can't move or anything. Okay, Renoir is dead. Renoir is toast.
Hiding.
We just gotta wait it out. Somehow he yet lives. Okay, well, cool, good, great.
Going for a kill.
Okay, that one's bleeding. It's 40 and I can't, unfortunately, I can't see. Wait, if I click on him, okay, I can see it. That's 20.
Waiting for orders.
Knife him.
You are going down. One less target.
Okay.
Moving.
This should do it. I hope.
Be gone. Get back to the shadows.
Mission successful. It was ugly, but it was successful. Huh. Okay. So I guess we head back to the inn. Yeah, it's not like a ton of variables you need to keep track of, but I feel like it's a lot of unexpected variables. Like smell ranges, sight ranges, sound ranges. Do injuries carry over at all between fights? Yes. They don't heal at all on their own. We have to make camp, and it seems like the healing is pretty limited. Corruption spreads. Hunters are not humankind. Their bloodline rests on the divine, balanced perfectly between features of light and darkness. Due to the dark powers latent in their veins, hunters are more vulnerable to the effects of darkness than average men and women. The longer a journey lasts, the more corruption hunters integrate. They face the waxing horrors of the hunt. When a hunter's corruption reaches critical level, that character may snap. A snapped hunter will die and may harm other party members. They entered an unbridled rampage. Whoa, check him out. Hunters who sustain enough corruption will eventually gain negative traits that alter their statistics and the efficiency of camping tasks. So Renoir's corruption level became rising. He now has a weakness to being shot. I mean, I have a weakness to being shot. I don't consider myself corrupt. Hugo Devitt is a maligner. Resting health points restored minus 20%. That's rough. Clumsy. Crafting points minus 10. Darkness intake. Corruption increase multiplier. That all sounds pretty brutal, to be honest.
Chief.
It's done.
Thank
Monsters
you.
slain. You're welcome. We got charm. We got soldier's charm. That. Who here? Okay, who's in decent shape? Like, we rested with Maxwell. Maxwell only got like 20 points back or something. So Renoir is going to be out of commission for a bit, honestly. So Hugo's is rising. Renoir's is rising. Ethan's is negligible. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we have a bunch of charms we didn't even use. Wild charm. +1 movement, +10 health, -1 smell range. That's funny. Okay. No. I think that'll do for a look at this for now. It's interesting. I don't fully know how it's gonna progress, and I also don't know if I've doomed myself already by playing these first few fights really poorly. Because it's really hard to get HP back from what I've seen. I don't know. I don't think I have an option. Yeah. Despite being at an inn, there's no option for staying and healing. I guess we could wait several days. Current turn. I wonder if that's relevant to anything. I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts to this one that I'll need to figure out, but it's definitely interesting, and I love the style of it. The style appeals to me greatly. It's just I don't know how easy it's gonna be to acclimate myself to this one. But it's interesting. So. Alright, so that was Alder's Blood. Our our first look at that. We should save. I saved. Good. Go me. All right, so let us change over to the next game. This next one was a viewer request, actually. Hi, not a roguelike. What's up? oh shoot. Oh darn. You just missed it, buddy. It's Alder's Blood is very interesting. I don't know how well it plays. The first couple fights I did, I played extremely badly, and I don't know if I completely doomed my party or not. Like just in like the first step into Act 1. But it has an amazing style. It has a really, really, really cool style. So I'm interested to know, because I don't think the demo on Steam covers the same I don't think it covers what we did tonight. I think it's like a middle slice of the game from what I heard. So I'd be interested to see how it compares to what we just did. All right, the next game we're going to play is called Maiden Spell. This was a viewer request for a Friday game. As I'm sure you're all aware, you can nominate games for our Monday and Saturday streams. They go on a big list that I pull from for our votes. You can also request Friday games. It's a bit more expensive because I take it directly into consideration. There's no voting on this. If you make a request, I will strongly consider throwing it up on a Friday stream. And someone requested Maiden Spell, and it has a demo. So we're going to check out the demo tonight. Right now, in fact. Ooh, sounds nice. Let me see if I can full screen this. Oh, there we go. Abilities slice the game. Sorry you're late. Tried to play this game like 3 days ago. Well, you still got a couple days on that one, I think. All right. Wow, this one's really quiet. Like, surprisingly quiet. Turn this up. That should do. All right. Story. Oh, it's cute. The Hero of Frost. The Royal Arcanist. Move list. Look for info. You can hold this move down for rapid fire. Sword play. Sword storm. Steel sweep. Seed. Stun wave is a defensive special. Dodge roll is a defensive special. Hey, Echo 4, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yep, we are checking out the demo for Maiden Spell. How do I tell you I want to go? Just hit enter. There's no button, just hit enter. Cute mode. Cards will not be lost, infinite retries. V hard mode. Cards will not recover after rounds. Let's try normal. Let's see how that goes. Ability icons don't lend themselves to tell you what they do in the picture at all. And now I'm lost. I'd heard that the Great Circle was a dangerous place full of monsters. This is making me dizzy, actually, looking at this. I'm sorry if you get motion sick, but this is, like, surprisingly affecting to me. So far, I haven't seen a single one. Maybe I'm not far down enough yet. I think you'll travel no further. Here lies the gate to my kingdom of stars. Humans are not permitted to enter. Monster. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Do not dismiss me as some simple monster human. Dragons are destined to stand tall among common ghouls and goblins. I'm the righteous queen of these lands who wears the crown of stars. Okay, sounds cool. To tell you the truth, I don't really care about stars or whatever. In fact, a certain friend of mine has made me hate them. Neither here nor there. I'm actually just looking for a red glowing jewel. It's supposed to be around here. As if I'd answer. Now leave or be reduced to ash. Oh well, for a second I thought you might be the helpful sort of enemy. I guess you're more the in-the-way kind. Ready? Maybe? I don't know. I got hit. How do I move? Okay. Okay, you don't actually use... Okay, you don't actually use the mouse for anything in gameplay. Hitbox becomes just... Oh, hitbox becomes just that dot. Boom. Oh, this is cool. That all you have? I guess you can't expect much of the first monster you find. Do not underestimate me. Promise, what's up, buddy? Primo PS2 shit. Yeah, I know, it's cute. Thought I'd show a bit of mercy, but now you force my hand. Use your attacks to break it. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Break. Whoa there. Steel sweep attack. Oh, cool. I get different block pattern or attack patterns too. How neat. Last. Uh-oh. Tap V. Watch out for glowing areas. Okay. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. Whoa. Getting there. Whoa. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Almost there. Almost. There we go. Magnus defeated. That was a good warm-up, at least. Mouse movement controls in the full game, at least. Kind of making it a little bit... Yeah, this stage, we need to get past it. Both of you are shmup bosses. Yeah, this appears to be a versus bullet hell game. Bigger and better foes. Don't think this is over, human. Just caught me on a bad day. My army will tear you to shreds. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll have more than 2 spell charges left. Grr. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so apparently all the stages are gonna be like this. At least this one's not spinning, though. Isn't this quite the vista? Weird castle and light shining from below. You'd almost think you were in a mile underground. Mile underground? Oh, so cute. I mean, hi, hello. Welcome to the Kingdom of Stars. Hello. Are you a strong monster? You don't just go around asking people that. It has certain connotations. Rude. Turns out she's a lich. Okay. I'm a fan of full of the 3D backgrounds with the Undertale-esque sprites. I am. I kind of like it. I don't. Interestingly, I don't. Hi, Spellbot. Good to see you too. We finished our look at Alder's Blood. It's interesting, but kind of hard to get a grip on. We're checking out a competitive bullet hell game called Maiden Spell. Yeah, it's super cute. A not Toho fighting game, basically. What, like a skeleton? Oh, well, liches are supposed to command their undead slaves and stuff. I know monsters are supposed to be evil, but thought the skeletons might be a bit scary. I like the players an oblivious asshole. Are you a monster? Oh, you mean like a skeleton? No, not really. Instead, I decided I'd have butterflies and flowers. Oh my god. I'm a lich, but skeletons are too scary, so I do it with butterflies. I feel like 2 different art styles are too much at odds for me. Yeah, I don't like the reverse, actually. It was one of the things I didn't like about the old PS1 Final Fantasy games. I didn't actually like the 3D characters on the 2D backgrounds. Like, that really annoyed me. Also, thanks, not a roguelike. But this I'm actually okay with. This I'm a bit more okay with. I think because characters... I feel like I'm more accepting of characters being heavily stylized than their environments. Yeah, for original Final Fantasy VII, yeah. I one of the reasons like Final Fantasy VII isn't one of my favorites is because I didn't really like the look of it. I didn't like the weird bowling ball hand people, and I really didn't like the pre-rendered backgrounds because they were so muddy and pixely and looked so weird with 3D models inhabiting them. You're okay either way, but I think it's because low-budget 2D anime is better than low-budget 3D. I mean, here, I feel like the character sprites here are an excellent choice. Like, I love the way the characters look here. And I think the environments, other than making me slightly queasy, are really cool, too. So I feel like these are good stylistic choices for the budget they have to work with. Personally. Obviously, that's not going to work for everybody. But unrelated, have you seen Red Jewel around anywhere? My friends and I are looking for it. Oh, I was told to just attack anyone who asked, so... This is 3 streams now I can't really watch. Also like this art except for the fact that it makes me physically ill. That's the spirit? No, wait, it's not. Ready. Okay. Pew, pew, pew. I hit you. Deal with it. Let me hit you some more. Wow, the AI actually does a decent job of dodging. Oh, okay. So you slow down when you're shooting, and also when you enter, if you can go into focus mode for even more. Played enough years of Ragnarok that I always loved 2.5D. Yeah. You know, Peach, that's a good point. I really liked Ragnarok. That might be one reason why I don't mind that. That's a good point, actually. Where's it? Wait! I still look at. I still have my Magnus attacks. Still practicing, but take this. You know, one thing that's really interesting to me, and I don't know if it's like a style of like bullet hell Toho games. This is a very quiet game. Like very, very quiet. Like other than that dong, like nothing seems to make a whole lot of noise. Like the music's very reserved, which I'm fine with. But like there are very few audio cues for anything that's happening. And I think that's interesting. Oh, did I get hit again? Oh, nuts. You were supposed to get hit, not me. There you go. Yeah, Magnus attacks are the spell cards. And it seems like the first one is like a big bullet blitz, and then the second one is like area attacks. At least that's the pattern that seems to have held for these first couple bosses. First 2. That's a couple, yeah. I broke you. Stop dodging. Now this brings up an interesting thought. Like how do you balance an AI like this? Like, do they give them like a particular amount of time that they dodge before they allow themselves to be hit by something? Because you don't have to worry about that with human opponents. But with the AI can obviously like perfectly dodge every time. So they have to do something to maintain some sort of challenge. And it really doesn't seem like it's just like random AI here. It seems almost timed out. Like the bosses seem to dodge you perfectly for like 4 or 5 seconds and then take a hit. Mainly missing because they have an incredibly small hitbox. I'm not even aiming though. It's auto aim. You auto aim at the enemies. So it's all up to the enemy dodging. It's a style, even with the music being subdued. I think it's like a bit like a music focus. I think that makes sense. 2.5D is fine, just opposing art styles odd to you unless it's well done, like in heavily British influenced art. Yeah, I understand that. There are certain clashing art styles that I am not okay with. Pixel art with varying pixel resolutions drives me up the wall. I don't care if it's a stylistic decision or not. I hate it. It bothers me so much. Which is one reason I can't play the recent ports of the old Final Fantasy games, because I know they do that shit. I know they have like weird smoothed over characters and like pixely backgrounds and then like ultra sharp HD menus and stuff, and just drives me insane. It's probably a reason why I don't play a whole lot of phone games either. I just tend to get on one and play it forever. I guess if I just keep finding things to attack, I'm going the right way. Downward ho then. What are you calling a hoe? Ooh. Okay, this one's pretty. Aha. Selective, yeah, I cannot deal with selective smoothing. Hates it. I hate it. Sounds like we have another option for Hell Knights now. That's just cruel. You guys need to figure out a Hell Knight too. We have not set. I know we kind of got out of the habit of setting Hell Knights because we got super behind, but we need to set an April Hell Knight. More Ring Fit. Fuck you. Just Dance round 2. Just make you cry instead of Oddish. But yeah, get in Hell Chat. Figure out what we're doing this month. Schedule's pretty wide open. I mean, now that I'm streaming 6 days a week, you can pretty much pick any night, and I can reshuffle other stuff around if I really want to be doing it. Just Ring Dance Fit. I should do Just Dance with the Ring controller. Oh God, alternate between the two. I would rend muscles I didn't even know I had. Oh, hello. I had a lot of trouble getting down this far alone, you know. Not one, but 2 whole monsters got in my way. Really? I haven't seen a soul up until now. I was just beginning to question if we were in the right place. A vast city like this sits hidden beneath the earth unknown. What other treasures could lie hidden here? Seaman is like a real-time game, isn't it? Too bad. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? I was gonna ask if we should save up the money for something big. I believe the budget's currently at something like, I think it's at $70 as of the start of April. Since I'm gonna be kicking you guys $20 each month regardless now. Your girlfriend asked when I tuned in why you weren't playing Just Dance. That Just Dance stream was insanely popular. It turns out. Like that, just saying, that Just Dance stream had, I think it might have been a new peak for viewers. Discounting stuff like the one-off ridiculous raids we've had. We're guaranteeing $20 a month, and we're already at 50 to 70. That'll add up quick. Found your calling. You must dance. I've been playing with my kids. Oh, guess what? Guess who got Megastar on Skibidi? Guess who owned the shit out of that song? This guy right here. E.T. Hell Knight. Oh my God. Really fun having, besides having Copacabana and Prince Ali stuck in your head since. Monsters are calling it the Kingdom of Stars. Quite a grand name for an underground city. You can see the sky from down here. Kingdom of Stars. A Megascar, how big is it? Yeah, I was doing the and I just I did some makeup to cover it up. You know, it's on this side of my face, so you can't really see it so well. But yeah, I'm gonna have to live with my Skibidi performance for the rest of my life. They give you a special avatar when you get Megastar in a song, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's just like a little golden face, but whatever. And that jewel I'm looking for, jewel that turns things into gold. These monsters really guarding something like that so fiercely? Who knows? Maybe they just don't like us here. Or maybe the jewel is more than just that. How about it? Why'd you call up this little expedition? Is it really that important? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I'm sort of getting bored of an adventure without combat. How about survive a bit of my new magic and maybe I'll give you a hint. At the cops. Stupid autocorrect. Sparring here in the middle of a dungeon? Sure, almost done with it anyway. We've already come this deep. Fine, it'll be fun. Better be a good hint. No promises. Ready? Hell yes. Go. Oh, Jesus. Ow. That was dumb. There we go. So when one of you has been hit, it seems like you can't, like neither one can be hit during the iframes. Can you stop dropping the entire fucking moon on me? Like, would that be cool? Break. Oh, hi. Yeah, I really think the hits on the AI are timed out. Bring up a decent fight. I guess I might have to get a bit serious. It's a super moon. Hey, 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 hey. Oops. Oh well. She made me giant. That's funny. Definitely not a good thing. Oh, Lord. Okay. Fortunately, my core is not that much bigger. Oh, by the way, anybody who's come in a bit late, we're ending the vote for the next Saturday game tomorrow night. So if you haven't voted yet, go ahead and make your choice known. Oh, 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 oh. I need to be closer to her for this. Oh, don't. No. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Maybe... I might be wrong, actually. It might not just be timed out. It might be more dependent on proximity. This time, let's try... That's more like... Then... Let's see, beat this. What? You made me tiny. I'm good with that. It's fine. Wait, why did I stop locking on? Oh, ow. It hurt. Oh, that's the spell she cast on me. It's screwing with my attack direction. Oh, well, this is interesting, then. Come on, 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 come on. Break. Hey, Chewbacca, is that person trying to drop a moon on you? I lost track of what we're doing. Subscriber requests or ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to read chat in a second here. Oh man, I've got a mess of status effects. Wait, can I get rid of those or something? No, apparently not. Whoa, this one's okay. So apparently every couple of seconds I just kind of freeze up. This big old death ball is not giving me a whole lot of room to operate. No contact damage on the boss. I don't know why I thought there was. Owned. Ow, I surrender. Lost track of what we're doing, subscriber requests or nominations or whatever. Because I thought King of Dragon Press stream would be fun. Status effects are mainly just your attack times. Make Oddish piss off the duck stream. Okay, so real quick. We've changed things up a bit over the last month or so. So the way it works now, anybody, subscriber, regular viewer, anybody can use channel points to nominate a game for Monday streams. Monday streams are full PC game playthroughs, or Saturday streams. Saturday streams are full console game playthroughs. You can nominate as many games as you want. If you nominate something I already have, it's the cheaper one. If you want to nominate something I don't have that I'm going to need to buy, it's the more expensive one. every time we come up on the end of a playthrough, like we're gonna be done with the Ring Terror's Realm tomorrow night, I hope. We do a vote for what the next games would be. I look through all the nominations. I pick out 3 that I want to do next. I lean more towards ones that have multiple nominations, so you can nominate the same game that other people have nominated to kind of push it up the ranking. But anyway, I pick 3. We spend a couple weeks voting on them using channel points, 1 vote per person. And then at the end, we see which one wins. That's the next one we play. You can also pick out, you can use another channel point request to propose a game for these Friday night streams. Maiden Spell is one of those. I believe Satellite Sun nominated this one. And I just consider those directly. We don't vote on them or anything. Since there was a demo for this one, it's easy to do. If it's something that I have to buy, you know, I'm gonna debate it a bit. If I don't end up doing it, I'll refund your channel points. So it's no big deal. So yeah, that's how this works now. If you want to nominate something for Monday or Saturday streams, nominate away. Nominate everything you want. Nominate stuff that people have already nominated to make them more likely to get picked. And then eventually it'll come up in a vote. And we'll get done. Some of them we're going to do regardless. Like Yakuza Kiwami. We've already voted on... that came up in the vote for when we picked Hitman 2. We're going to do that one eventually. It's just a matter of whether or not we do it now or later. So, didn't realize this chat was full of duck heads. Duck heads. Woo. Yeah, I don't know anything about King of Dragon Pass. I have never played it. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but city is likely millennia old, but it's still shining. Its only inhabitants are all monsters. Do you know what that means? That the monsters are doing good upkeep? Well, even I'm not sure of some things. Maybe you should just go and see for yourself. I'll rest a bit in the meantime. I didn't mean to use that many spells. King of Dragon Pass, fantastic. Everyone I know that's ever played it says just amazing game. Guess I'll just keep looking them. There you go, Peach. Perfect. Well done. All right, so that's the demo. I'm actually gonna play through it again with the other character. Magnus Times. Hell Knight, King of Dragon Pass with the clan circle from the Peanut Gallery. Isn't that the Mario horse game? No, you're thinking of Crusader Kings, I think. Or no, wait, Crusader Kings is the make your horse the Pope game, right? Yay. I win. Ooh. So that's how it be, is it? Yeah, the Pope can't get married even their horse. All right, let's try the Royal Arcanist. Should we try hard? We should try hard. Yeah, 6 ages. Okay, I don't want to stop. This must be the entrance. Great circle of treasure and trouble alike. What we're looking for must be fairly deep in this abyss. Someone there. Oh, we start with the Lich. Interesting. So a monster are you? That's me, a monster. A Lich. And you are looking for some directions, actually. See, my companions are seeking particular treasure, glowing jewels, said to be a glittering... Wow. Vocabulary. Kingdom of Stars is supposed to be a place for monsters, and the treasures belong to us. Go search for it. Wait, by the Queen's orders, I'm standing guard at this gateway of the kingdom. I'm not going to let shoot, game, blast, cute girls attack. Okay, so she has a cluster attack. So I'm going to actually need to be a bit smarter about using this one. And basically smash it into her face. Damn it. No, that was my chance. There we go, okay. What's your X? Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Okay, that worked out. That'd be all. You marry a horse and a bear. You can lawyer a ghost. Seen MDCT play. It looks like fun prequel. Equus Pontifex. If I was a racehorse owner, I'd totally name it Horse Pope. CK2 is great, but I think we get through like 2 months in a stream. Sometimes Caligula's immortal horse, who he made a senator, shows up and challenges your horse to a duel. Arcanist has 2 different moves on V. Tap for status effects, hold for clock. Thank you, Satellite Sun. I appreciate it. I've been really bad about not really messing with the other skills, but I think with the Arcanist I'll have to. King Dragon Pass lore is from the Glorantha setting, and I'm the last person to know anything about that kind of gaming, but I love it because it's heavily mythology-based. That does sound cool. I got a few of these right now, but prepare for my Magnus attacks. Which of these is going to do more damage, I wonder? Actually, this one's more likely to actually hit. Floofing around. Oh, this attack is semi-auto. I have to keep mashing the button. I can't just hold it down. It does seem to do more damage. Hey, Satellite Sun, how well does this play with a controller? Like, should I be using a controller for this? This is really cool. I actually really like this. Oh, shit. I love, like, I really, like, super love the concept of, like, competing bullet hells. Spam C, the cooldown is short and it's real good. Okay. Oh, shoot. Look at that. Okay. Wait, does that work on this? Oh, it kind of. Not really. Hi. Well, I guess we can throw it out while we're doing this other stuff. Oh, you can keep doing it. Oh, you're right. You can just spam the hell out of that. I just have to remember, like, it's not mine. Oh, no, I got owned. Oh, shoot. My card broke. So I don't get a Magnus attack. I find that very unfair. Wow, yeah, they really can't avoid that one, can they? Really unique concept? Yeah, definitely. I can't think of another game like this. Certainly. Oh, I need to be moving a lot. Ah, shoot. I need to be moving a lot faster. Okay, I'm sure everyone will be shocked to discover that hard in this game is hard. And that I need to be moving a lot faster. My mistake is I keep thinking these blue areas disappear a lot faster than they do, but they actually, like, flash out twice. Dude. And this is just the first boss. Oh, wait, if I fail the Magnus attack, I have to go back through it. Yeah, she is no good at dodging those. Those. I need to stay out of those. And there's basically 2 up at the same time, which is what's making this really hard. Boy, this is very much one of those, like, unfocus your eyes games. I don't know how y'all play, like, bullet hell or Toho style games, but I end up, like, not focusing on anything except my character. Like, I, like, more than any other game, I laser focus on what they're doing. I play them very, very poorly. Horse Pope isn't a weird enough name. Racehorse has gotta be named Turbo Weird, like Granddaddy's Steamed Waffle Iron or Self-Start Catch-Up Queens. They're just part of the songs. Handful Acceleration of Suguri and Senko no Ronde come to mind. This one in particular stood out to me because it sticks closest to the shoot 'em up mold. It does. Definitely. Can't deal with them, very poor reflexes. I like him a lot. I find bullet hell action very like very thrilling and very satisfying. Maybe I should play more of them on the channel. They're also not a genre that I've played a ton of. I mainly stuck to more traditional shooters like R-Type and Gradius. Sure, you're quite a bit better than most since you remember Monolith. Maybe? I don't know. They make it hard to keep up with chat, yeah. I'm finding it very difficult to focus on this bullet hell game and also have a serious discussion with a dozen or so people at once. To be fairly far underground by now, and yet there's still light, as if the stars were shining from below. Curious. Welcome to my royal garden. Hey, you. This orchard is one of this kingdom's many wonders, a fragment of a living painting, flipped, sky and earth reversed. It's a popular resting place for monsters that reside in my kingdom. Wait, she's the queen. Wait, we beat up the on our last run, we beat up the queen first? I succeed the black dreadworm, ruler of stars. I take you to be the thief my young subject came crying to me about. I like to think of myself as a guest. I like the writing in this one too. Like a lot of times, these like indie anime style games have like pretty poor translations, probably out of necessity since they don't have the budget for like serious translation. But I like, is this even translated? Did they like, is the team Japanese? Did they shell out for good localization? Did they just have somebody who's fluent? Whatever it is, the writing in this is surprisingly good. The dev is native English. Okay. It's really hard to tell now. Like it really is. Because indie games that come out of Japan now have such varied styles, and also so many developers around the world are starting to like adopt aspects of Japanese style. So yeah, I like when I've done stuff like Vambrace, I've had to like go dig in and figure out where the developers are from, because sometimes it's like Korea or Taiwan or Thailand, or you never know. Sometimes it's European and I don't even know. Time to get someone on Discord to read chat out loud for you. I should do that. I should get a designated chat wrangler, and I can focus on some god tier gameplay while they just like shout things at me. Like, hey, Oddish, chat says you suck. I'm like, I know. Been some really bad indie anime games I thought were definitely foreign made that turned out to be Japanese devs. It's amusing. Yeah, Japanese devs can be just as bad at them as anybody else, that's for sure. Truth is, I'm only looking for one particular thing rumored to lay here. Never heard of it. I haven't even. You're terrible at lying. See, that's cute. That's a really cute exchange. You're terrible at thieving. Is that so? Good thieves know when to run from danger. Wow. Good queens know when to dodge. Damn. Try again. Oh, shit. I ate shit in my hubris. Variable speed projectiles. No. Beam. No. No. Stop it. Ah, woof. Jesus. No, the AI does not seem to handle Moon very well. Well, okay. Honestly, the Queen doesn't seem to be handling my shotgun blast very well either. Ow. Not that I'm handling her attacks very well. Okay, I think she heard you. I think she heard all of us. She's like, all right, assholes. The AI doesn't really seem to have the foresight to look for the moon before it appears above them. I'm fair, a lot of human players don't handle moon well either. Your auditions let the record show that Not a Roguelike has dropped another pun. Good thing I'm distracted. I hate to have to lay down some justice in chat. When doubt, keep spamming death lasers. Advice for life in general. Hey, Azathoth, what's up? Game kind of makes me wonder what speedrun for it would look like. I bet it would look amazing, because you would want to get as close as humanly possible to bosses and just smash shots in their faces. So you would have to anticipate all of their patterns. Like, you'd have to have them down to a T. I bet a speedrun in this game would look incredible. I wonder how well you can burst down these bosses. I feel like you can do it really well. I feel like the closer you are, the worse they are at dodging. So if you can like point blank range them without getting hit by their patterns, you can probably like ice them in an instant. Good speedrun games are identifiable pretty much immediately. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Okay. Major point of interest here. The patterns are actually different on the different difficulty levels. It's not just more bullets, it's not just faster, it's entirely different patterns. That's cool. That is an extremely good thing. That deserves major kudos. Task of this could be cool. I mean, I feel like a conventional speedrun of this would be pretty amazing to watch. Shit, we're not done. Yeah. Ugh. She still has a spell card left. This is gonna suck. Yeah, she's... You know why? It's because her beam cannon fixes her in place. She can't dodge the moon if she's beam cannoning. Oh god, that's really fast. No! Wow. This game seems to like just straight up death zones a lot more than most bullet hell games. Like it seems to be less about complex patterns and more about just avoiding areas of ultimate demise. So not my favorite thing, but again, could be a stylistic choice as well. She can't dodge the moon, an amazing phrase out of context. Really cute overall, but I can see how the scrolling background can make you ill. I'm okay with this, but I get sick at first-person stuff often. Yeah, I feel you. I'm super lucky. I get terribly motion sick, but fortunately, most first-person games don't do me in. Ones with extreme, like, head bob, like the head waggle, get me. I almost couldn't play GoldenEye on the N64 when I was a kid, but I powered through it until I got acclimated to the head bob in that. Which, I mean, thank God, because that's a pretty amazing game I would have hated to have missed out on. But yeah, there are some. The thing for me now actually are the first-person shooters with really narrow fields of vision. Talos Principle, yes. Peach, you're absolutely right. Talos Principle was a bit hard on me too. I was able to finish it. I had to widen the field of view to that. I think I'm comfortable with 90, and a lot of modern games seem to go for like 75 or even 70, and that will make me sick if there's a whole lot of like head bobbing. I'd use over the shoulder. Well, that's not too bad for that game. How convenient to defeat the end boss so early. Typically, one would have to fight tens or hundreds of pawns first. Short staff, perhaps? You know not of what you deal with, human. That jewel is not something to be trifled with. And monsters guard it for good reason. Trifling is something that amateurs do. We're the Kingdom of Frost, best and brightest. Trust me, this will be like the 4th or 5th magical item we've handled that wasn't made for mortal hands or such. Millennia ago, the Kingdom of Stars was brought to ruin by that jewel. Nothing good will come of its use. The other thing I love is I love this like these dramatic lines, like warning of like ultimate doom and ancient evil stuff with that face. Like, nothing good will come of its use. No worries, we'll be very careful. Should get going though. I assume this is the right way. This girl's a dick. I like her. This is the rumored Kingdom of Stars. There's so many lights shining, yet it doesn't seem like it's still around. Magic continuing to burn, unending through the ages. This must be... There you are. Finally caught up with you. Why'd you run ahead at the entrance like that? I just thought I'd do some solo spelunking. But it's supposed to be super dangerous. What if a monster attacked you? No, where's there? In fact, I've already defeated the queen. Wait, what? Queen? I noticed mentioned an ancient black dragon. You defeated it already by yourself? I think so. Maybe I should try and make the FOV and dust bigger. Maybe I won't get to see. Yes, that's for me now. That's the first thing to try. If a first-person shooter is making me queasy, the first thing I look to do is raise the FOV. 90, I think, is my like minimum comfort zone. Anything below that, and I start to feel a little oogie. Some horns and a tail. Is that all you need to be a dragon nowadays? Wow, I thought this expedition would be hard, but it's turning into one of our easiest adventures yet. Don't jinx things. After all, we still haven't found our mark. Stop making that face. What face? That face. That face. That I'm going to challenge you to battle even though we're some levels deep in a dangerous dungeon face. What danger? You already beat the head honcho, right? And besides, you're hiding something from the rest of us, right? What are we looking for, really? I'm all in, no need to keep secrets. No dice? Fine, I'll ask the hard way. Yeah, it seems like the AI has a number of spells that keep them stationary, and like the moon seems to give them trouble. We're working on a few Magnus attacks just for the occasion. Playing around is one thing, but using spell charges? We're still on an adventure, you know. It's fine, it'll be our little secret. This one's called Shining Rampart. There's like a wall of shots. Yo. Okay. Oh god, this one's, wow. Okay. Oh man, I was about to say, this one's really hard to dodge. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, like half of those were just total luck. I'm doing a terrible job of reading these, yeah. Damn it. She has 4 spell charges too. Like, this is hard. Ow. I guess maybe I'm also confusing her, using the moon and these shotgun blasts of bullets at the same time. Oh, Rampart adds more and more bullets the longer it goes. Or maybe it's keyed to her health. Ugh. Oh man, I need to get in closer. Man, I need to get in like when there's an opening. That wasn't it. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. There's like a point in the pattern where the openings are clear. But like it appears at in different areas each time. I think I need to stay closer to her overall. Yeah, like there. That was those are easy openings. Man, I should not have gotten hit by that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, okay. See, I can see them now, but I can't react fast enough. Damn it, that sucked. That was terrible. Super defeated. These are status effects. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have status effects. You know me. I never use all the stuff that I have. This is cool though. This is way cooler than I was expecting, actually. Yeah, this is out now. I think it's $13, I want to say. I don't know how long the whole game is. Obviously, it has a versus mode. Music room, art gallery, True Magnus, tutorial. It's pretty cool. Something fun even in the demo? What is that? What is this? Fire Magnus Supernova. Life Magnus Thornbind. Steel Magnus Orahal. Apparently you're supposed to say that Orahalchum, which I never knew the whole time growing up. Dark Magnus Wabbajack? What is this? Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the? You can't do that. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh my God. This is like pure chaos. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, Death Ball. Do not want. Okay, you have to fucking slip between the moons. And it looks like you only have 2 hit points for this. Holy Jesus. Lengthwise, there's 6 story mode bits, 4 like the one you played, but 6 levels each, and 2 at the end that are just long fight each, like a Toho extra stage. That's really cool. Alright, this is insane. Death toll. Interesting. Okay, I just want to dodge it. Jesus. No, I need to do it. Wait, that's too slow. That wouldn't even work. And the other thing is shooting slows you down too. Okay, so it just lets you keep retrying that over and over and over again. That's pretty cool. Never actually played a Toho. You should play one of the early ones, Peach. Like, the earliest ones are free, I think. I think they're free downloads. See, you should try some of the old ones. I think I played the original trilogy. My memories are incredibly dim, but that's definitely where I learned to play bullet hell games. Free. I mean, when I played them back in college, they were free downloads. But I guess that's because there was no way for the developers to release them here. So maybe Satellite Sun, do you know where you can get the original Toho games? Where would you even get them now? Plus multiplayer and netcode is surprisingly good. Music's nice too. Really like the music. But yeah, this is extra double plus neat. I like this. Thumbs up. Good stuff. I might as well say right now, apologies to anybody who's really who follows my reviews. The weird thing about this quarantine is it's made it a lot easier for me to stream because, you know, social activity, chatting with y'all, playing video games, and way, 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 way harder to review stuff. I don't have any time during the week anymore, you know, because before I would have like 2 or 3 nights of the week to just do whatever I wanted for myself. I could work on them on the weekend too, and then I could also work on reviews during like lunch breaks at work, which I discovered was kind of like the ideal time for me to do. So I could play games on my own time at home and then review stuff during my lunch breaks. I don't get that anymore because it's just me here with my kids all the time. And my wife is way busier than I am. Like, my wife is a manager at her payroll company, and she is in constant meetings, like, all day. So it's me and the kids for a lot of the day. So just keeping up with my own normal work is hard enough. So yeah, reviews are gonna be sparse for a long time. So review this quarantine, 1 out of 10. Fuck this shit. Hope everyone's holding up. Yeah. Double spoiler and possible spell card are awesome, but maybe not the place to start. Ones on Steam, I think I like double dealing character best than normal ones. Okay. Really only played super obscure ones that aren't popular even with bullet hell fans probably. Most recent ones are on Steam, but no English. Can't believe the review machine is on the fritz. Yeah. Soldiering on, keeping up your 20-year plus quarantine. Good on you, Spellbot. You're the hero we need in these dark times. Let me check something real quick. Let me give you giant oddish. I'm wondering where you can get it. Jesus. I mean, it looks like the older Toho games, like Imperishable Night, you can just download like the trial version at the very least, so you could check out how it is, how it treats you. So I mean, that's an option. You can look into that. sick and paranoid about, but otherwise pretty healthy with no underlying conditions. Yeah, Harm B, I hope you're doing okay. Thanks for trying the game. My pleasure, Satellite Sun. I'm glad you suggested it. I'm actually really glad you suggested that one. I never would have known about it if you hadn't mentioned it. Feel like you're starting to get cold and it's freaking you out a bit. Yeah, I'm not leaving the house at all. I haven't been out in like a week. I mean, I go out with my kids and we like tool around in the driveway on our scooters, but like that's it. Don't think it really is, but you're really keyed up and worried. Yeah, I would be too. If I had any kind of symptoms right now, I think it would be freaking me out. Anyway, we've got probably another good hour in us. What should we do next? What do I have? You know what? Let's go ahead and knock off another official request. Some of you might know this one. I've been told it's not ideal for streaming, but it was requested as a Friday game. It's not even a category on Twitch. How odd. It's definitely not an obscure game. You've actually been out and about a lot because Essential. Yeah, that's scary. I think staying locked in this whole time has given me some significant peace of mind. I don't know how stressed I would be if I was going out. My wife and I are incredibly lucky that we can both do our job completely from home. I've been working from home for like 3 or 4 weeks straight now. So anyway, we're going to have a look at the Sexy Brutale. Ooh, that's good. Actually, you know what? I can probably change the volume in here. That's more reasonable, I think. You're out every day working healthcare, so you're saying, oh, Spellbot, stay safe. I mean, it's... I know it's incredibly trite for me to say that, but, we're all very grateful for what you're doing out there, so take care of yourself as best you can. Ikiko Mori unaffected and becomes... Literally the plot of I Am Hero. Popped off 2 keys before realizing they do not pop back on by like your old ThinkPads. Thanks. I don't know a whole lot about this game. I know it's some kind of murder mystery. Check it out. You're in British Columbia? Is that it? So you've been very lightly hit compared to most places. Yeah, I think we've got... I'm in the South Bay of Torrance. Actually, hang on. Marquis is the enigmatic owner and creator of the Sexy Brutale Casino Mansion. Every year, he throws an extravagant masked ball for a select party. Impeccably trained staff cater to their every desire, but this year something is terribly, terribly wrong. The guests aren't getting what they want at all, but you can find that out for yourself. Lafcadio Boone, after all, you have all the time in the world. I played about 45 minutes of this game so far before I got distracted, but it's very stylish. That's the thing, isn't it? If something doesn't just like grip you super hard, like it is so easy these days to just get distracted by other games. I would probably be playing nothing but Hitman 2 and Cook Serve Delicious 3 if I wasn't streaming. Oh, hello. Time to move on. Your replacement, the whole unit can be replaced. No details on individual piece. Ouch. Still worried for when people get fed up with staying in and see that the numbers look good. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about that too, especially with the with our idiot administration here, like kind of urging people towards that. We've just had like people have like said and expressed like the absolute dumbest opinions over this outbreak here. And I'm really concerned that it's going to cause a lot of unneeded deaths. Lafcadio sounds like the noise I make after I hit a 6-foot ball. Got a self-contained unit for positive or suspect cases, but you're in the OR, and any positive cases go to one of the larger hospitals in the region, so you don't see much in your unit yet. Okay, well, I'm wishing you the best, Spellbot. I hope that you were able to dodge it, despite your position. So, I mean, I hope everybody here is able to avoid it. You know, we've got, you know, our community. Everyone here is sharp. Everybody here knows what they need to be doing. We're responsible people in the important ways. So I have faith that we'll all get through it okay. It's just going to be a long, tedious process. This very scary person. I'm not comfortable with this person. Small way, I hope this small sickness is it, because if it isn't, I'm already sick. Once you have the antibodies, you'd be a modern Superman. Yeah, I was reading some weird article today, like some governments are considering stuff like immunity passports for people who have already recovered from the virus to like let them return to normal activities because they're that worried about the economy. China's already doing it. It's an app. I guess there really is an app for everything. Man. I don't know. I got my work. I got my family. I got all of you. I'm pretty content to stay home through this whole thing. You geofenced? Really? That's crazy. Surprising good news from Thursday. The federal government reverses decision to cease funding corona tests on Friday. Well, that's good at least. If you turn GPS off or leave, it turns red. Huh. Home, they're diverting positive cases. Smaller hospital in town since the big one just merged with the neonates. Already being told to reuse PPE. Never take your mask off. It'll give you a chance. Just a chance. You are not weak. And I will help you. But he is so strong. She's like a tomato sauce ghost. Okay, get up. Nice hair, dude. Go through the door. Oh, right click is move. Okay. I can wander around and look. I like the way he stomps around. It's the ghost of Chef Boyardee. We're gonna start a new system of sterilizing N95s and gas plasma next week, so they're already playing for shortages here. Now at least 15 healthcare workers are positive. Oof. That's brutal, Harmby. Jesus. I'm only familiar with the more common Alfredo ghost. Oh my god. Because corporations said don't use a mask. Yeah, fuck them, seriously. Like, some of those stories are just absurd. Look through the keyhole, you say. Must be. Who the hell is this? This is like steampunk Dr. Robotnik. Oh, I'm sorry, Eggman. Calm down, Reggie. They won't look for you here. Probably. Cornudo, hey, what's up? You, if I remember correctly, you requested this. This was your request for a Friday game. I already knocked off one Friday request earlier, so I figured why the hell not? And just in time, even. Pretty sure steampunk Dr. Robotnik's Dr. Robotnik. Oh, wow. Follow him through the door, okay. Clip pop, clip pop, clip pop, clip pop. Take a look at Alder's blood. Yeah, we spent the first hour and 15 on that. Strong stylistically, I didn't get a very good grip on the battle system, and who locks garbage in a safe? And I got pretty well owned. So yeah, I'm not fully convinced. I love the style though. I absolutely love the style. And I feel like it could be good if I got good at the combat. It is an interesting combat system. Demo did not explain much about the battle system at all. Okay, the full game gives you a very detailed tutorial. And it gives you tons of like use cases for your different abilities and stuff. So if your main issue with the game was that the tutorial or was that the demo didn't explain enough, the full game might alleviate that. My issue was even with them fully explaining things, I was still super bad at the combat and made a bunch of really dumb mistakes that I think in the long run might be hard to recover from. Yet, I don't know why Twitch is so aggressive about turning things into links. Really weird. Random EXEs from the internet? I love those. Lucas, what have you done? I'm terribly sorry, sir. Oh, I can't see that one. What? No, you can't. Please. You don't know what's going to happen. Now there I must correct you, sir. I know exactly what is going to happen. Ooh. They bleed tomato sauce. What will happen is I'm going to shoot you and then have a bastard of time getting the stain out of the stonework. No, not delete. Don't delete all my animes. So that wasn't... Okay. Right then. He is coming. Hide. But then we could get a good look at who he is. Did I just cross myself? Let's have a look. Well, that makes it easy. It's the guy with the number 2 gas mask. It is still loaded. As long as, I guess, is always plan B if it doesn't. As long as quarantine goes on, the more anime I want to watch. Totally understand. I want to play more games. I wish now more than ever I had more time to play games. Like I want to take some time off from work and just like vegetate, but I can't really afford to do that. I'm terribly sorry, sir. What? No, you can't, please. You don't know what's going to happen. Oh, now there I must correct you, sir. I know exactly what is going to happen. What happened is going to shoot you messily in the chest. And then have a bastard of time getting the stain out of the stonework. Why is your face on fire? What the... What's going... What? Be calm. How do you expect me to be calm? You're not seen. He is not chasing you. Back through the door. What? This is odd. What the hell is 7 clubs? Bloody well come and help me with the body. Not lifting it on my own. I did not see him. He will not chase you. No one in this mansion will. That was my gift when I touched your mask. It will protect you, but only for a short time. The staff are murderers here. The guests are victims. But they're all controlled, dominated by the masks they wear. I have one more gift for you. This pocket watch is important. I took it from the man you saw murdered. Broken pocket watch. If you return it to Sixpence, he'll be able to unlock its full potential. First, you'll have to save him. I find it weirdly hard to play games, actually. I haven't played anything but Animal Crossing in 3 weeks. Probably because you still have a lot of work, yeah. I mean, I guess if I wasn't streaming, I'd be set on something. Dragon Quest Builders or Hitman or Cook Serve Delicious, something. Digging this new look for Luigi's Mansion. Guigi got really sexy somewhere along the line. Essentially providing entertainment for everyone else. Is that Die Hardman? To go, he'll find me if I stay. Broken pocket watch. Use the pocket watch to restart the day from 12 p.m. The pocket watch is partially smashed and resets at 5 p.m. If you find some way or someone to repair it, you will gain more control over time. Whoa. You will see the current guest or guests you're trying to save. Achievement unlocked. The end of the beginning. She's always been sexy or late. I specifically said Guiji. Wasn't my type before, but damn. We've come a long way. Worked on 2 new projects as much as I can tell you. Games as a service ain't shut down yet. Oh, decidedly not. Okay, get your ass up. We have things to do. As you explore the Sexy Brutale, your map will be built up with the rooms you have discovered. The movement of characters you have seen will be added to the map. You can adjust the time shown on the map by using the time scrubber. Clock watch grows warm when you press the clock was broken. The clock is not ticking. Chair is old but flawlessly crafted. A Bible is on the table nearby. Several books on card sharpening. Doing a signed first edition by Clay Rockridge. Fire is roaring. Its intensity causes your heart to race. That's Saturn devouring his clock. That's funny. Painting the style of Archimboldo. It's as if someone is playfully copying it as a joke. Whoa, what the? Okay, so that's not a thing I should be doing. Okay, so I can't be in the same room. There's the chapel. Oh, nuts. Wait. I can't, okay, I can't go in the same room as somebody. Smokey, Jesus. I can't go in the same room as somebody, so I have to figure out a way. Blank cartridge. My inventory. Reginald Sixpence. Blank bullets will make a loud noise, but no actual round will be fired. A person might use these to hunt with friends without help. Oh, I think I know what to do. I think I actually know what to do. Stone wall is tall as a man. It looks razor sharp. I know what to do. This is cool. It's a cool... Wait, who's in there? Damn it, I was too late. Okay. No, you dingus! Don't go in there, you fool. Creepy ass masks. Alright, so can I... Okay, so we can restart the day. Okay, so I know what to do. I know what to do now. Alright, so is my map still filled in? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Alright, I know exactly what to do. Marquis invites you to tonight's show, 7 p.m. in the theater. Okay. So now we wait. So I guess as a reminder to everyone, tomorrow night we'll be hopefully finishing The Ring Terra's Realm on Dreamcast, and also ending the current Saturday vote that's going on. If someone catches you, nobody passes through this room that I've seen. But I need something Reginald drops in here. You have the time scrubber control, you're right. My word, this room is ominous. Aha! Racing you reprobate. It's a bingo. Monday, more Hitman 2 will be in Colorado. Also, if you missed it, I got the extended pass for Hitman 2, so we may be doing some of the additional maps as well, like the DLC maps. Give me that. Okay, so now, no, you know what? I can go straight in here, can't I? Who is in here? Nobody, I guess. Okay. Blank cartridge slides in easily. Blank will be the next shot. Cool. There we go. I didn't even realize I was a priest. Terribly sorry, sir. What? No, you can't. Please. You don't know what's going to happen. I like the organ playing itself. Ah, now there I must correct you, sir. I know exactly what's going to happen. What the hell? What's wrong with this blasted thing? A blank? Better be a second round in here. Otherwise it'll be plan B for you, I'm afraid. Ah, that's got it. Here we go. You coward. Ooh, owned. Ha! Golden duck. Cracking job. This feels very different. Why am I wearing this mask still? Ooh, some tired eyes. Extremely emotive character. Ah, so much better. Hello. Do you believe I'll need your help? Good lord, Lafcadio, hello. It stays with you lurking in the back of your mind like ninja brain cancer. Tuesday, more Dragon Quest Builders 2. We're gonna finish the second island. We're gonna finish Crumble Done. After that, we'll be heading back to the Isle of Awakening and spending a bunch of time there, doing exploration isles, tablet missions, and building the island up. I have a lot of plans and things that I want to build there. And then Wednesday, we'll be back on FTL. I'm gonna be doing some easy runs on my own, not workshopping every single decision like we did this past Wednesday. I'm gonna try to squeeze 2 runs in if possible. Has a bit of that exaggerated Victorian British feel, yeah. Remind you of Dishonored, yeah. I think it's like the heavy shading on them. The characters in Dishonored were like insanely stylized. Wait, is that my pocket watch? I have the strangest feeling I've been looking all over for this. Done quite the number on it. Hello, who is it? There, that should see her right. All fixed. I think I should get back to the party. Use the pocket watch on any ticking clock. This will save your game and set that clock as your starting point for each day. The watch repaired, the full day is now open to you. Someone's been having a slight tipple on the job. Good show. Sleep it off, that man. Huh, okay. So he's safe. Thought the second was even better in a lot of ways. I love the first Dishonored. It's one of my favorite games. I really wanted to play the second one, just never got around to it. I also want to play Death of the Outsider too. I want to play all those Dishonored games. It's just another one of those things that I kind of missed. So much games to play, so little time until society collapses. Yeah. Agonizing. Take his mask. You will need his power. It's quite a mask. Ah, my head. Reginald's Clock Mastery. With Sixpence's mask, you now create a bond with clocks around the house. Use any active clock in the mansion to jump to 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. Save Reginald's life. He was a personal clockmaker to the owner of this mansion, the Marquis. It was more than that, but the important thing is that the clocks in this mansion are tuned to him. Now you have his mask, his power. They will respond to you. You have to go, quickly. Even now the mansion is straining to undo what you have done. If you can fight back, saving one life at a time. This day will start again. I pray that Sixpence's power will free you from these rooms. If you're lost, find me in the casino. I'll look for you by the clock. There's so many more guests here who need your help. What an interesting game. So, oh, well, we're in here now anyway. Marquis invites you to tonight's show, 7 p.m. in the theater. You know, it's days like this, I wish I were less competent. Maybe I wouldn't get the tricky jobs. Roll credits. No. Find the casino. The hell is this thing? I don't know, I did a thing. What's in here? Wait, what is it? The 9 of clubs. Cool. My mask burns as I approach the door as though it's pushing me away. Working on finishing Sundered right now. I never did finish Sundered. I was working on the last area. The door of the mansion should be there's only seamless, smooth marble. Kinda wish I could go back. Well, I guess we found the casino. Damn. Enormous statues appear to have been struck from mottled bronze and finished pure gold trim. On the sides, side of the foot is a mark, runes. I liked Sundered a lot. I beat the first 2 bosses. I didn't make it to the 3rd boss. 3rd area is pretty hard to traverse. Some of the enemies there are super annoying. It's another one of those games that I was enjoying a lot, but just kind of lost interest in. To me, that's not really an indictment of the game. So much as just like the circumstances surrounding it. There have been a lot of really good games that I've been enjoying a lot that I just kind of stopped playing for one reason or another. Wait, does she have no skin? Is that what's going on with her? Because if so, Jesus. Boon, oh thank God. Wasn't sure, I didn't know if you'd be able to leave the chapel. We have a chance. This is the casino, the front and center of the Sexy Brutale. The guests here are Trinity and Clay. There are more, but you cannot reach them yet. You have time to watch and learn. You must save them both together. I'm looking at her legs and they look like exposed muscle. Also, hey Reaganomicon, what's up? You save Reginald's mask as you power over his clocks. They have all stopped, but if you can wind them, they'll be very useful to you. Found a key for this area, that's all I can do for now. Winding key. Stop clocks in the mansion need a specific key to be wound up. Use the matching key on the clock. Winding clock reveals the map for that area and allows you to make that clock your starting point each day. She's from The Incredibles. Now what? Whoa! Clay Rockridge, the Brute in a suit. Trinity Carrington, the Moth by Moonlight. Tricky to make character models this small look good, since details don't work well at that size. Very true. Very true. Plant gives us a rich, calming scent. There's no fakery here. Leather the chair is so soft, just like gently warmed butter. I like it. Please to wind. Cool, okay, I guess I did the thing. Alright, let's have a look around. Bar is stocked with liquors and drinks of every conceivable taste, and each one seems to be the most expensive kind possible. Tips out the nuanced texture of ivory. On the back there's a tiny engraving of what seems to be a woolly mammoth. Surely not. The 8 of clubs. Well, somebody's dead. There's a vent in the wall. It sounds like it extends deep into the mansion. What's going on there? Perhaps time we can flush out some good luck, sir. So I've not had nearly enough. Man, where did my wife get to? Why is he playing blackjack with death? Ooh, these are strong, man. It's all sixpence. Every time I lose to his dumb robot, I drink my hat. My shot. I'll drink a shot. Oh, I know what's gonna happen to him. He's gonna drink the red one and die. Okay. What's the point of the cameras, I wonder? Roulette wheels are impeccably balanced. There's hardly any friction at all. They're handcrafted masterpieces. We'll turn. I can feel it in my nuts and bolts. Sixpence. You can't say feel my nuts. Oh, no. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I don't love the interface. I'll say that right now. The table is stocked with heavy gambling chips. So they hand carved. The security camera is placed for a very close view. Oh, there's a playing card on top of the security camera even. The table appears to be laid out like a revolver chamber, perhaps for drinking games. Okay, that's the same room. What's this? Play with the controller. It felt like it was pretty well suited for that. That's probably what I should try. Probably what I should do. Sense of grace in the sculpture is deeply appealing, is marked with a moth symbol. Yeah, when I play as in the future, I'll probably switch to controller. Statue wears a mask. The detailing is beyond exquisite. Tiny moth is carved on the side. Ready when you are, your move. Wait, I can be in here. Good night, Opsel. Thanks for coming out tonight, buddy. Good to see you. Camera feed is now being shown on the main casino screen. Security monitor here has been switched to show footage from the mood-setting film intended for the gambling hall. One-way mirror looks in the gambling hall. Large screen is showing footage. Oh, I bet I know what to do. One-way mirror. The key code for the CCTV panels. I think I know what to do. I think I have an idea. Been furloughed for a couple weeks and I still can't get out of the habit of needing to go to bed about 10 or 11. My sleep schedule is all messed up now. I've made a mess of things. I go to bed super late and I get up right like the very moment before I need to start my work. That treasure chest is stylized as hell. There's a complex security code panel. Alright. You need to get on Discord voice chat and have me scream in the mic, keep you up. I do that for you. That's 8 p.m. It's the evening. Okay, so we have the code for this. We need to find his wife. Drinks on the table as if they had been left here only moments ago. Okay. Wait, what did I just do? Yeah, screen. That looks like... Trinity? Trinity! He was just... The next glass was the poison. What the hell? Trinity! Where is she? Trinity, I'm coming! Terrible run of luck, sir. Whoa. He just obliterated that door. Wait. I accidentally saved her. Them. Both of them. I guess. God, easy now. Oh, I got you. Clay. Clay, thank God. Let's get you up. They both died a couple of times before I got it. I mean, I really just got lucky. I was expecting it to be more complicated than just keying in the code. I have to get this mask off. What just happened? What a fright. Boone? What are you doing here? Man, what a nightmare. Was it you turned on the cameras? You hadn't. I don't know what. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get out of here, Trin. Bet you use a drink after that. Man, I could use a drink. You know me so well. Round of blackjack? These are just shots? Sounds like a plan with no possible downside. After you. How much more complicated do the scenarios get? Because it looks like there's... So I did the first 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. Found the way to protect them, Boone. I sure did. They do get more complicated? Okay. Clay's unstoppable force once roused. He and his brother both. It was Trinity who is special. Take her mask. It's her gift to you. Can't recall any particular details. They do get significantly more complicated. Trinity's mask allows you to hear even the smallest sounds. While spying or hiding, listen to whispered conversations or other quiet noises by using the power when the prompts appear. Additionally, you'll now be able to hear more when you listen out to your surroundings. Oh, that's cool. Trinity has exceptional hearing. It took you 10 hours to 100% the game. How long to beat has it? 6 hours just to beat it. Okay. Blessing is now yours. That mask, you'll be able to find the way through to the guest rooms. There's a girl there who's fighting so hard against the darkness in this place. She needs your help, Boone. So each of the scenarios takes place in a different part of the mansion, right? So I know, if that's the case, I know there's a lot more I need to find in that area. Just the cards and the treasure chests alone. So, in this area. Invite station, nice shower. Map. Why that's still marked there? So the scrubber only shows you where the people were that you've observed. I mean, that makes total sense. Okay. Haven't been through here yet. It's an interesting looking place. What's your poison bar? Arm snake that winds around the room must be artificial, but the skin is terrifyingly lifelike. Old-fashioned vinyl record player. Sepia vinyl record. Glass tank under the bar is filled with creepy crawlies of all shapes and sizes. Nice. Movement in the sand in this tank. Handle is curiously cold. Tired of seeing this messed up creepy bar. Is that? Am I just getting insanely lucky with this game? Even in a hangout like this. You can spot your handiwork a mile away, Willow. Thanos said the statue is through here. Not who I would invite to a party, but whatever works for you, I suppose. Let's see what he's about to do. Something very cold and solid is blocking your way here. So we can't even listen at that door. Also, I noticed something. There seems to be a passage behind this picture. I wonder if there's a way to activate it. Okay, something's going on. Oh, it's like a big ballroom. Grand lobby and ballroom. Stained glass window filters light from the outside. Well then. Copy Rorschach debunked. It's just ink. The book is filled with beautiful monochrome paintings of faces, animal scenery. What was that? Lots of terrible things are happening to people in here. He does cross himself. Is it on a timer? Yes. Oh god, I'm an idiot. The timer's there. But we can reset the timer whenever we want. Candle's curiously cold. I have quite a few of those actually. But we also have control over the timer. We can reset it when we want. A single piece of parchment with a plaque underneath states this is one of the lost 116 pages from the original book of Lehi. Chef's empty. No, wait. Okay, so we do want to be checking just about everything. And 12 missing pages from the Codex Gigas. FT padlock could be picked open. Okay. Show will start in 1 hour. Whoops. Hello. Hi. Leaving. Goodbye now. Okay, we don't want that. It was like this. Wait. There we go. Some of the gold skull mask up on the top floor. Okay, so now the bar is clear. So oh right, I can't go through this door. So somewhere in the mansion, a big show is going on. Gambling tips and techniques. Door has a complex security panel. That's where I keyed in the code last time. This one also has a security code. So now I gotta figure out where to get the codes. No, why'd I do that? Some garbage with these controls. I keep pushing the wrong buttons. So hang on, where can I actually go in here? There's an exclamation point there. For sure. Bar? So I mean, what is it trying to tell me about that? Ace of clubs. The map is telling me something about this. Oh, wait. Wait, I don't think I did the right thing. I think I know what I'm supposed to do, actually. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I think I know what it's trying to tell me. I think it's trying to tell me that if I do what I did before, oh wait, she hasn't been kidnapped yet. She's blind. I didn't realize that. I mean, this is basically the first time I've actually seen her running around doing stuff. You're looking at the bones of the last puzzle, the stuff that helped you figure out what to do, yeah. But I need to do it again to get access to the next area, don't I? Because he'll bash away through. I think that oh, nope. I think that's what the map is trying to tell me. I need to figure out where she went. Oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. Wow, they didn't like that at all, did they? Oh, God. Some aggressive-ass masks. All the years I've been coming here, no one's ever had me locked out of any of the rooms here. Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, that's fair. Everything's so sloppy. Probably isn't known I'd have all the doors open in an instant. Five, 5, 6, 4. Cool. What? What was that noise? Okay, so cool. So now I have the code for that. So no, genius. I hate doing that. I hate accidentally hitting the button. The thing I like about the game is how interconnected everything feels. So once you save somebody, like, those actions are still gonna play out the same way, right? So she's still gonna be saved by the dude regardless of what I do. Kiwi, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? We're playing the Sexy Brutale. The point of saving people is mainly get their mass powers. Okay. I am investigating a weird ass murder mystery casino mansion place thing. And everybody has weird masks, and I can spy on people. That's not good. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, the masks really don't like being in the same room with each other. It's a bit of a problem. Okay, yeah, he's coming this way. Let's not be here. Wait, then where's that guy going? Okay, he's going straight through. Hey, how you doing? You're investigating a murder. We know one of you did it. Wait, then who's in here? If I don't pick up... I get it. If I don't pick up the record in there, I can't hear anything that's going on in here. Interesting. Raid on mobile, so no message. Hello, I forgot the raid message. You're fine. I always forget to give my people a raid message. Raid! Yeah, close enough. That works. Listening to you, I'm suddenly imagining N65 respirator masks. We're doing good. We're doing good. We checked out this weird, moody strategy game called Alder's Blood at the beginning, where like humanity killed God and like the whole world is rotting. So he plays these like really grim hunters who are out there fighting monsters and also trying to figure out what the hell happened. After that, we played this really cool bullet hell versus game called Maiden Spell, where it's like you're like a bullet hell boss fighting another bullet hell boss. And now we're checking out the Sexy Brutale, which is like a murder mystery with time travel and stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so the deal with this one is all the masks, like all the guests in this mansion are wearing masks that are enchanted. And they know you're up to something. You're trying to save all of the guests from being murdered, but you can't interact with them directly because of the curse on the masks. What you can do is you can rewind time. So on my map, I have records of like you can see little people like moving through the mansion, right? So I have records of where the people I've seen are and what times they're there. So using that information, I can sneak around the mansion and engineer scenarios that'll save people from getting murdered. It's pretty intricate, yeah, and apparently there's a lot of overlap between different situations. Like I had to use I saved the butterfly mask lady before you got here. And then I had to use what I learned about her to get a code that unlocked different doors in the mansion. So it's really cool. It's really cool. I just realized I haven't checked in here yet. Playing card. Everything is old and covered in sheets. It's so full of items and memories, someone seems to be trying hard to forget anymore. So this door is locked. Wow. Alright, so where haven't I been yet? I guess these rooms over here I haven't really explored. Or these rooms, I suppose. Let's, because it's getting late, let's rewind time again. We'll run through one more day and see what we can find now that I have the mansion code. And then that will probably do it for tonight because I am exhausted. Kiwi, hope you had a good stream. I assume you're playing Animal Crossing. My kids have been monopolizing Animal Crossing in my house. I haven't gotten to play it. I haven't played it today. I don't think I played it yesterday either. Oh, right. This had some kind of, like... Wait. Oh, because I looked in there. I looked in there to see what was there. So I can't go in there yet. go back through here. Or, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh god, there's things happening in here. Please just do as I ask. Okay, I'll be there. I can help you out and still hope you're wrong. Alright, thank you. Red is safely tucked away in the theater. Looks like Miss Bell will certainly need a pianist. Gentlemen, good afternoon. Enjoy your stay. I keep doing that. I keep wanting to just run into every room. Lucas should be here. That's some significant hair. Reminds me of that tinsel-headed lady in The Ring. I believe I've checked all of these. Oh, so I could... My statues, the secrets you hide. Where is Eleanor? Is she the owner of the mansion? So yeah, if I can get ahead of her, maybe I can learn more about what she's doing. It's also very suspicious. I don't like this at all. I can't follow her through there, though. I don't even think I can look through there. We can try it, I suppose. Oh, I can't look through there. The staff here, they're all different this year. This is all wrong. I trust Aram, but not his judgment on the staff. Who's there? Oh, Mr. Gorecki. Mister? Are you lost, sir? I know the mansion can be a little overwhelming. Lost? My family designed and built this mansion, you little I mean, of course I'm not lost. Of course not. Very good, sir. Shall we also pretend you don't know this area is off limits to guests? Looking for Lucas. He's my close friend and your employer, so perhaps... The hell was that noise? Yes, audible yawn, sir. Exaggerated looking at my watch, sir. If you'll kindly excuse me. I have to pretend I have more pressing matters to attend to. Like a situation with the chamber pots in the guest rooms, for example. What? Or perhaps helping drag a body out of the chapel. What'd you say? Nothing, sir. Trying not to die horribly while I'm gone. Good day. Aram. I hope you're taking this seriously. Doesn't... Mass burns as I approach the door as though it's pushing me away. Okay, I can't follow that way, is the thing. Alright, so now we have... So now we have a lead on where Gorecki's going. Through here. But I don't have a way to get in here myself. And also some little bits. A few more bits of the plot, too. This. CCTV code goes there. Casino security code. Oh, I can get in this office over here. Let's see if we can hustle over again in the office at this hour. Yeah, I have to get in the habit of pausing at each door I go to see if I'm going to catch on fire. Like a sort of lazy sax background tune. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Okay, I can't go through here. I have to go through here. Show will start in 1 hour. this is neat. This is definitely my kind of puzzle game. So what have we here? Stacks of ledgers, rows and rows of figures. Spiky box with big padlock. This is just a hallway. Such as tiny moth. Fireplace is huge, extends deep into the wall. There's tiny carving of moth. Why all the moth stuff? I'm guessing that's gonna end up being some big involved puzzle at some point. What's all this? It's an urn made of delicate mosaic glass. It's beautifully crafted and highly polished. Looking into it gives you a deeply unsettled feeling. Something terrible just happened. This has to have some connection to that glass door here in the big ballroom. Oh, we can zoom this out. Okay, cool. So I don't know what this area was for the tutorial, but this is the ground floor, and then there's a first floor. Interesting. Okay. Well, obviously, this is going to take a lot of exploring and fiddling around with, so I think we're good for tonight. I think this is a good first look at it. Gives you all a bit of an impression of it as well. So, but yeah, I like this. This feels like a cool game to come back to regularly, like just do a little bit of it each day, suss out a few more things a little bit at a time, and start piecing it all together. So yeah, I think we're good on this for tonight, and I think I'm good in general. I'm super tired. This has been such a long week for me. So I think we're gonna call it here. But thank you all so much for coming out tonight. It's an absolute pleasure, as always. So tomorrow night, back on the Dreamcast, back at the good old CDC Ltd Incorporated. Beat it over a few days. Definitely don't want any long gaps between playing, because remember, scene is important. Could take notes. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep up with this one. I might play it on my breaks while I'm working, or I might just shotgun through it this weekend. But I also still want to play Horizon's Gate. I'm really enjoying that, by the way. It's a bit aimless in parts. I've run into a couple of places where I'm not really sure what I should do next. But I do just enjoy exploring the world in that one. I'm gonna try and review One Step from Eden next week, but that one's kind of stressful to play. I haven't been playing it a whole lot. I might end up doing. We'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises whatsoever about reviews or anything, considering the circumstances. So, anyway, let me see. Who all is streaming? Right now. You know what? Gilgatex rated us, what was it, Wednesday? Let's return the favor. He's playing The Sims 2 Pets. It's gonna be fun. Oh man. But yeah, we're back tomorrow night with the end, hopefully, of the Ring Terra's Realm, and also the end of our current vote. So if you want to vote on what our next Saturday game is, do it right now or do it tomorrow night, and then we'll call it. And then our next vote for the next Monday game will start on Monday, since we are nearing the end of Hitman 2. We'll still be on that for a while. So anyway, thank you guys again so much for coming out. It is a pleasure as always. I love hanging out with y'all. Every single one of you, each and every one. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. Till then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.